What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good? What is good? Let's go. I still didn't check levels again tonight. I'm slacking. I need to get my life together. We'll see if the music plays. All right, music's playing. We good. We Gucci bong. What's up, everybody who's in here already? Pulling the chat up now, y'all. My apologies. Perk Dippity, did you hit the link? What's good, Tyrone? Don't do me, dog. Yo, I was gonna give you. Fuck it, I'm gonna give you the signature. Because you always deserve the signature when you come up in here, you know what I'm saying? But don't do me, dog. Don't do me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Cowboys fan, dog. I was born into this life. I didn't create this life. Oh, Tyrone. Don't do me. All right, so let me see here. Yeah, Perk, just hit the link, dog, because you're going to be in here the whole time. I think you're going to be in here as long as you want to be in here. I had talked to Perk on audio, you know, maybe like an hour ago, hour and a half ago, probably for like an hour or two. Fuck, we should have saved all that shit for content. But I called him and seen if he wanted to do the stream with me because, like I said, I told y'all I want to start doing more streams, but I don't want to just do typical musical streams at this point. You know, I've done all that shit. I've done the let's make this kind of beat. Let's collaborate. Let's all the shit that you can think of that YouTubers do in this niche, I've already done all that shit. Now I don't want to do that shit no more. So, although I talk shit about, what's up, Dion? Although I've talked shit about Curtis, one thing I respect is that he kind of changed his lane because he got sick of the same lane. And I'm just fucking sick of the same lane, you know? Like, I do YouTube. I create music. So I'm not going to be like to where I all the way stop doing music and shit for y'all and giving y'all musical shit. But if you had a job and you went to work every single day at this job, right? And then you got sick of that job, what would you do? You would go find another job. Well, I'm kind of trying to find another job, but not stop. You know what I'm saying? I still want to do demos. I still want to do reviews. I still want to do that shit, but I don't want to do 3 reviews a week. I don't want to do 4 reviews a week. So I'm about to add Perk Dog up into the stream. Can you hear me, Perk?
Yeah, what's good?
What's good? You got to turn your camera the other way, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you can't see me?
Well, no, I can see you. You got to turn it. You got to flip it sideways so that when I fix the stream, both of our faces are right in the middle. if that makes sense. Because the way that, well, let me see.
I'm on my cell phone right now.
I guess you're good. You're good. No,
All right.
I was just saying turn it the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because now we both our cameras are the same.
All right.
And you're in the middle of the stream. So I'm about to pull you up into the stream right now. Let me just make this full screen and make sure everything's good. So I think y'all can see us now. You can see Perk Dog. Everybody will say what's up to Perk Dog. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Wally Dank? Yeah. So they should be able to see us. Hold on one second. Now they should be able to see us. So you're good. You're in there. And if somebody else hops in, I'll figure out how to get all that shit going. So there's going to be points where it's just my face, points where it's both of our face, points where it's 3 people's face, maybe 4 people's face, you know? Because I just want to chat. You know, I just want to chop it up and have a good time. But I want to invite other people in here. So if they have questions about mixes, because like this is Perk Dog is somebody who can help you with your mixes. You know what I mean? Like he's got a little course going. Not little. I don't mean it like that. Don't think I'm taking shots. But no, he's got some shit.
Your little white boy course teaching about sidechain compression, huh?
Yo, I told him.
Is that what you want to learn?
Yo, I told him when we got on stream. I said you can't be white people in it. He immediately went to the white people. No, it's funny. It's funny though. I fuck with that shit. He gets that. I hope you understand what the line is, because you know what I'm saying. But being real, he's somebody who can help you mix better or do a lot of things better with your music that maybe I don't focus on, right? So I just do the music shit, right, Perk Dog? You already know I just like fucking making music. I just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
My shit ain't gotta be perfect. Yo shit gotta be perfect every time, you know, and that's why a lot of people will send me their tracks or send me their music, is because they want their music to be perfect. And although I don't care how, you know, I'm presented on the internet or how I am, I mean, if that makes sense, like I'm here to help you perfect your craft. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most people don't understand what I'm doing behind the scenes. I'm perfecting my craft every day too. So y'all don't get it because on the public forum, it's not my response. Same thing I said earlier. It's not my responsibility to make these plugins look good. It's not my responsibility to make anything look good, regardless on whether I'm getting paid or I'm a sponsored video or whatever it is. It's just my responsibility to do my best to give y'all what you might be able to do with this product. So, if you get what I'm saying. So, what's good, Dick McGuffin? Welcome.
DMG in the building.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. Perk. So tell the people about yourself, man. This is my boy, though, for real. I know most of y'all know. I know most of y'all know Perk Audio in the chat, but this is him in real life. So, you know, I'm gonna leave the links to. As he talks and tells y'all about himself, I'm gonna add his information to the chat so that y'all can follow him too. And then everybody who hops in here, I'll try just leave a link and I'll try to share your link too of who you are so people can follow you as well.
Yeah. Man, you know, like you said, I feel like most people know me. You know, I've met a lot of people and friends through you and Av's channel. I feel like everyone shares the same people, you know, because we're all online at different times. But yeah, man, it's interesting. I didn't know I was good at mixing until several people mentioned it to me, like you. Oh, what's up?
I know this is actually a good conversation. You know, keep cooking.
I didn't know. Like I just was making beats, and from even way back when I was making, now that I listen to them, like shitty mixes of mine, I had people back then telling me like, damn, that's a good ass mix. It's crispy. And then I like years later, it's still like, I'm like, damn, I listen to my old stuff. I'm like, holy shit. It's like day and night from what it used to be. And still, that's the thing that people mention to me is like, bro, your mixes are like clean as fuck. And it's like, oh, okay. I didn't know that about myself. Like that was a strong point. Cause I'm always trying to get people to pay attention to like the melody or like this and that. But it's weird because that's just what people point out. They're like, that's your strong point. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So you say it, like everyone says it. And I was like, oh, it's interesting. So, it's like I stumbled upon it, and it was through like interacting with y'all, you know?
Yo,
So
that's kind of dope though. Like, cause we all have our strengths and shit. Like we
yeah.
all have our strengths and weaknesses. So like, Perk Dog sat through he sat sorry dude, if you're looking at the camera and you see me looking off to other things, I got a lot of things to pay attention to, you stream before you get it. But Perk Dog has sat through me rapping kind of by myself for 2 hours, and then other motherfuckers jumped in for like another hour, and it was just straight bars on bars, right? It was freestyling, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't do that shit because I wanted the attention. I just wanted. This is what we talked about earlier, and I said I wanted to talk about this on stream. I did that shit to fit into my role, right? So,
Yeah.
if there's like 8 producers in the house and only 1 rapper or only 2 rapper, it's my responsibility. If we're gonna create, and we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna jam out, it's my responsibility to be the rapper now. Like whether
Yeah.
y'all follow me or not. Y'all get off. Y'all all dope. Y'all get off. Y'all cook for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all do for a little bit, and then I'll just play my part. And so I didn't realize until after we got out of NAM, and everybody was like when I was talking to you, and I was talking to what's my guy's name? The nigga beatboxing. What's my guy's name? I know I feel so bad.
Shakira Gold.
Yeah. Akira Gold. When Akira Gold, the next day he was like, bro, that was the dopest shit I done since I was in my early 20s, man. Like it was like the night. It was a phenomenal night because I'm just doing what I do, and he beatboxing crazy, right? Crazy style. This dude's beatboxing was better than my rapping, right? Just being trill. And it was just a great night for everybody. But I think we find out more about each other when we talk to each other. So as you're saying, I didn't realize my mixes were so clean until I got with you and Ab streams and stuff like that. I just think that's dope. I mean, not in a perspective that it took so long for you to know, but I'm glad that you know now.
Yeah, it's more like what I try and think, like what can I help people and bring to the table with, like what do I do with my like God-given talents, you know what I'm saying? And when we went to that show, the coolest thing about it, like you said, was Akira was making the noises he can make with his beatboxing abilities is crazy. And I was like, oh, you know what's interesting? Like everybody in this room has like really interesting musical talents, and none of it
Right.
is similar. None of it is anything similar, which is great because if you had too many dudes who do the same shit, it's just like competing, and it's just not. It's like we were cooking up that night, but everyone had like a talent to lend to what was going on. So it was
Right.
really cool.
No, but
Yeah.
I think what a lot of people don't realize either is when you do sessions and you do shit where you're hanging out with other people and you're making music with other people, part of what makes the session the greatest is when you just fall into place, right? Because I feel
Yeah.
like everybody fell into place. We even had Bam in the background who was just doing random fucking shit with his chest and like ad libs. It's like everybody fell into their fucking place.
It was
And
beautiful.
yeah, it was probably that was as weird as this is going to sound, Perk Dog. That was probably one of the best nights of my life. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
It was just felt like because everyone knew each other online,
Right.
but the difference between knowing somebody, like I felt like my friendship with you and Weaver, like it became solidified. I was like, oh, I've met these people in flesh and blood in life. It's different when you're texting somebody online because there's almost like not inauthenticity to it. I don't know if I'm saying that word right,
Yeah, you said it
but
right. The last time you said
yeah,
it right.
once you meet,
You struggled though, motherfucker, the first couple
yeah,
times though. You didn't get that shit out. You didn't get that shit out like you should have. But yeah,
yeah,
you got it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
got it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
yeah. When you meet somebody in real life, like it shifts the importance that person has to you in your life. You're like, oh, like we hung out. Like it's not just some dude on the internet, you know. It's like we really hung out, and then you really get to know who that person is, and then you just it just makes it more real, meaningful, you know. So
Right. No, I get that. I fuck with that too because although you look like you're in a back alley about to rob somebody. uh Nah, I see street lights and shit. This motherfucker running from the police right now. Oh shit, let me be quiet. Nah, but
Whoop, whoop.
boop 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 boop. Nah, but when as you're saying that, it feels the same on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah,
So like as me being like, like I'm not saying I'm the draw. I'm not saying Av's the draw. I'm not saying that anybody's a draw. Like I'm not Drake. I'm not fucking Kendrick. I'm not, but I don't want to outshine y'all, especially when we get into a situation to we're all getting to hang out and we're kicking it with each other, right? I just want to be part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally want to blend in and I want to be part of the crew.
yeah.
Does that make sense? And I think that go ahead.
I just felt like that's what happened. I felt like nobody brought their egos. Nobody showed up and was like, "Yo, I'm this motherfucker with 800,000 subscribers." It was just like everyone was just like regular, and we just jammed out. And I was like, "Oh man!" It was like because you got to set your ego aside to feel connected to people, and that's exactly. It felt like brotherhood in there. I was like,
Yeah.
everybody in here.
Hey, because the same way you feel is the same way I feel. So I kind of wanted to have this conversation and put it on the
Yeah,
internet because it's like I need people to understand, like, hey, this is how content creator. Well, I can't speak for everybody. There's a lot of arrogant content creators, just like there's a lot of arrogant people at every position, at every job, everywhere in the world. But
yeah,
like most of us, bro, I chat with you and then I be in other people's streams. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm active. I'm active on YouTube. I'm not like a YouTuber who like only does YouTube for myself. And then I get Bolo stream. Every time Bolo live stream, I'm in that motherfucker chopping it up. Every fucking
yeah,
time, Or like
yeah,
every time, well, not really so much with Noir, but it's only because the stream be so goddamn late. It's like 11 o'clock my time, and I've been drinking a lot lately, so I 11 o'clock's about my bedtime. But
yeah,
but if I'm awake, I'm always in Noir stream. It's my favorite stream of all the streams because of how
yeah,
Noir and Autumn they work together and the shit they talk about. It like helps me do my job better. And then
yeah,
like, I'm always in Av stream. You know that shit. If Av hop on stream, same shit. He been hopping on stream. He ain't been getting on stream and he ain't been active on YouTube, which I'm sour. I'm kind of sour about because that's like somebody I need on YouTube.
yeah,
But he's considerate, so he won't stream when you stream either. And so like a lot of times Av is streaming directly after Autumn and Noir get off stream.
yeah.
So like I don't know if you've noticed that shit when he's been streaming these late ass Thursday night streams. He's being considerate, bro. That's like being compassionate, like knowing we share the audience. Let me not stream when you stream. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that Av when he used to stream a lot. He's kind of taken a break, it seems like lately, but when he would stream, I would stream afterwards just to be considerate. And then, not that he's got a way bigger pool than I have, but yeah, we all try to work with each other. It's almost
Right.
like a TV show that we're like, all right, Perk Dog gets like this 30-minute slot, then Av's gonna do this like 2-hour slot, the Sun's gonna get the hour slot, and is whatever. But the other thing is like we I've noticed Av and you do it. I've noticed a lot of people will people with big ass numbers will come into like small channels just to say what's up, and it's like that means a lot because it's like, oh, it's a real dude. Like he's just like it's you're building up the strength of the community.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yeah, I was just gonna say, I think
Keep
that's
cooking.
like
Keep
if out
cooking.
of anything, what this community needs is less fighting amongst ourselves and more unity. And like, because like all throughout my entire life, all it takes is one misunderstanding for a relationship to get fucked up. But it also takes one homie like you to just make a phone call and make shit right again.
Right. So what I appreciate about what you said is, again, this is no flex. I try to be as humble as I can be. Like I talked to Bars Antone today. So one of the subscribers on my channel, I talked to him probably for 2 hours today on the phone.
Yeah,
And he was like, you don't give yourself enough credit. And it's not that I don't think that I'm dope. I think I'm one of the dopest people that's ever created music, right? That's my honest to God beliefs. Now you should feel the same way. and everybody who makes music should feel the same way, right? It's because you want to be the best at your craft, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
or whatever you do, if you're a carpenter, you should want to be the best carpenter. If you're a fucking cook, you should want to be the best cook. You know, you should be able to be confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Now, how you present yourself to the world is what you can control, right? Because there's things musically you can't control. So like musically, I'm tone deaf. I can't control that. I'm never gonna be able to not be tone deaf because that's just how I am. If that makes sense, right? But
what is tone deaf, by the way? Because I don't understand it.
If a singer comes over to my house, I can tell her their shit's out of key, but I can't tell her what key she's in. Or I can't fix your shit. I can put auto tune on your shit.
I was gonna say that's when you bust the scalar plug in on her ass. Like, hold up, baby, hold on a second. I gotta plug in to fix your ass real quick.
Let me say what's up to Isomatic and 85 Sick real quick, man.
Yeah,
thanks for hopping in the chat. But
for sure.
But there's certain things that I don't understand. I can't get right. So to get around to what you were saying though about me and Av and certain people will hop in the streams. I think that it's important for me to speak in the shit that keeps me entertained as well. So just as you may be a fan, or I'm not calling anybody a fan, freaky ass nigga, keep your ass outside, freaky ass nigga, no. But I'm a fan of y'all too. And so what you don't understand is I'm a fan of this community, no different than you are. You know, just because I have subscribers doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of the culture and what we're doing here. So I think it's important for me to give people, whether they have 200 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. I feel like it's my responsibility to give you the same love that you would give me as a fan of the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what my fucking vape is doing right now. This motherfucker acting like a straight little old bitch. Like it's telling me it's unlocked, and I keep hitting the motherfucker 3 times. They'd be like, "Still unlocked, nigga." I don't know what it's doing.
Hey, I noticed you at least done one thing right tonight.
What's that?
Them Cowboys.
I don't even know if we've ever even talked about that shit, dog. I'm a Cowboys fan through and through. It's like I was born into this shit. Like I should be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Because I grew up in Omaha, or I should be a Green Bay Packers fan. That's everybody in that area. Those are the 2 teams.
Shout out Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. And
Brett Favre,
and Aaron Rodgers and shit, But
right.
I should be a Minnesota fan, a Green Bay fan, or a Kansas City fan because where I grew up, it's like right in the middle of all those cities. Kansas City's the closest city, though. Kansas City's only like 2 hours nowadays because the speed limit got increased to Omaha. But I was born into this Cowboy shit, dog. Like I can't control that shit, though. I was brought. My dad's a Cowboy fan. My aunt's a Cowboys fan. My mom's a Cowboys fan. My aunts, cousins, all the family. Everybody's a Cowboys fan. So I was born into this shit. I didn't get to control the shit, and I hate Jerry Jones right now.
It's great to have a tone deaf Cowboys fan. Let me tell you.
No, shut up. Don't do me. Hey, I was going to comment on that differently, but you kind of threw me off because it's like, nigga, don't do me. I'm tone deaf, but I'm also tone deaf to the it's our year every year Cowboy fan. I'm not that kind of Cowboy fan either. Like I don't. I'm not that fan. I just like watching sports, But every year is
those are called delusional Cowboy fans.
Delusional.
Get help. Seriously, get help, Cowboys fans. Get help.
Tyrone, don't do me. Tyrone said, I'm sorry to hear that it's been like 30 years. He's a Saints fan, and the Saints and the Cowboys got they would call it a silent beef, right? Like I don't fuck with Saints. I don't fuck with the Saints, dog. And I know you probably don't either, but they're the closest team to Dallas. And so we don't fuck with them just because, nigga, the Saints been trash forever, dog. Y'all won 1 Super Bowl. What are we doing here, bro? Like, get off my neck. Get off my throat. We don't got beef with y'all like that, but we don't like y'all. We don't like
Yeah.
y'all. We don't like y'all. Y'all niggas is
Yeah.
like, you know, a few hours. Y'all like an hour away from us on a plane. We don't like
Yeah.
that. Go ahead.
No, it's just I agree. Trash.
Yeah, yeah, yo. We don't fuck with y'all, dog. We don't fuck with y'all. You got one Super Bowl. You're like, oh, we got a Super Bowl more recently than y'all and shit in 2009 and shit. Okay,
That don't
that's cool.
matter.
Y'all got one. We got five. One,
That's
two, three,
prehistoric
four,
now.
fifth. Yeah, it is. It is because it's like 16 years ago. Y'all talk about the Cowboys. They won a Super Bowl in 25 years. Nigga, y'all won one Super Bowl ever, and it was 16 years ago. But I fuck with the Saints, but I don't like the Saints. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you probably are more of a Houston Cougars fan than like a TCU fan, I would imagine.
Go
Right?
Cougs. Go Cougs.
Yeah. Right.
The motherfucking Cougs.
But you don't really hate TCU. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Yeah. No. I don't hate TCU at all.
But if they were playing the Cougs, who would you root for?
Cougs.
Yeah, you know that's where you're from.
Cougs.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Dallas fans feel about fucking New Orleans fans, if that makes sense.
That's how Dallas fans feel about fucking New Orleans fans?
I think so. No? Damn, I'm wrong as shit. He started laughing. Yo, he gave me the old man with a wheeze laugh and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga that motherfucker been smoking cigarettes for 25 years.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I must be wrong then. How do y'all feel in Dallas there about that? What's up, Roy Droid Void, man? Welcome, doggy. How y'all feel about him? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I have no opinion. Well, if you want to, you can jump up into the stream. There's a link it pinned to the top of the stream, and there's a link that's in the description. And if you want to pull up, come pull up and we can talk. Perk gonna stay on as long as he can stay on. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna commit him for the whole stream. And he might have to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll commit him for as long as he wants to be here.
My girl gave me that booty call. I gotta go.
Hey, yo, tell her homegirl I said, what's up?
Yeah.
You think I'm joking? Tell her homegirl I said, what's up? The pretty homegirl, too. It's got to be the pretty homegirl. It can't be the homegirl that's like, it can be the homegirl that's a 5. I'll take one for the team.
Yeah. You know, I'm always hollering at girls from my friends, man. If I saw this girl the other day at the hospital, and I walked up to her, and she had the biggest ass I've ever seen on a woman. And if I was not in a relationship, I would have hollered at her. But I walked up to her. I was like, oh my God. I was like, excuse me. I was like, my name's Tom. And I was like, by the way, I was like, girl, you are so fine. I was like, are you single? And she goes, I wish I was. And she was like, thank you though. That means so much to me. And I was like, girl, I was like, I got a friend that you would match up with perfectly. But I was like, I understand if you're taken, but damn, girl, you are like, it's a shame you're off the market. Yo. Oh my God.
Yo, I don't take every shot that I can shoot, right? So like there's often times like where I'm at the store, because there's like where I'm at, there's some fine ass women that work in like these places I go to every day. So it's like I see these girls every single day, and I'm like, hey girl, you fine. Let me just tell you, you look amazing. But I ain't trying to holler at them, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like the girl at the liquor store.
Yeah.
This chick's like a 9, right? She is so ridiculously cold, and I always go in there and I'm just like, you know, she has her hair done differently or whatever. She's like a Middle Eastern chick, but she is fucking like she is knocked down a 9, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's another chick, an African chick, and then probably like a Saudi Arabian chick at Kroger where I go every day, you know. And they're both absolutely gorgeous, and I just give them compliments. You know, it's like, hey, if ain't nobody told you today, you know what I'm saying? Let me be the first person to tell you you look fucking amazing and shit, you know. But I ain't trying to holler at them. I never ask them for their numbers or to hang out or to go out or nothing.
Yeah, that almost works better because you don't want anything from them, but you're giving them a compliment which they like. But when you don't want anything, they're like, wait, you're not simping over me? They're like, oh, wait a second. You know, so
right.
Yeah,
because the objective isn't to simp over them. You know, like I think I told you.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
We got to keep this PG-13ish. But as I told you, I've done some
Oh yeah,
stupid ass shit in my life.
yeah,
That I regret, or like, wouldn't come across as the best image to me. But I still always want. Yo. So let me cook for just 1 second. So I told a bunch of y'all the story about me at that restaurant the other day, right? And so I was just being nice. Like I was just like, I had a rough day. I don't want to say what made me triggered me again because I guess I was told that the conversation is not cool because the person's going to watch my content and they're going to find out, they got some issues. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I just had a rough day. Like, I didn't have the greatest of day to where after Rashid left and I got off stream of listening to everybody's music, I just didn't. It was a pretty shitty day, and so I went over there ultimately to get some food. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. And I come to find out they kicked me out because the girls were like, "He's bothering us," right? But you have to understand at this point, yeah, I was flirting with y'all, but y'all were like fours on your best day. I'm sorry I'm talking
oh my,
shit. I'm sorry I'm talking shit. But I offered to buy y'all drinks.
shots fired.
Yo. But I offered to buy y'all drinks. I offered to do all this shit just to be a nice guy because I was having a rough day and I wouldn't worry about it. Um,
Yeah,
and, I only went to the bar because I didn't want to sit at a table by myself and then wait, 5 minutes for a drink, another 15, 20 minutes for my fucking food to come out. I just wanted to go to the bar and get my drink immediately and then order my food and shit. So I'm at,
yeah,
I'm at the bar and I order like that pina colada. And as I ordered the pina colada, um, it was like a frozen pina colada. So it was a blended one. So it's not like it's over the rocks or nothing. I can't just slam this shit. And so
yeah,
I get the drink served to me and I was just talking to these girls and the girls were like, um, oh, we just wanted to come hang out by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nobody to bother us. You know what I'm saying? We just want everybody to leave us alone. So I look at them and I'm like, bitch, y'all hoes is sitting at the bar. Why would you be sitting at the bar when you don't want nobody to talk to you? Right? That's not what we do. You go to the bar, you go either go to a table because you're at a restaurant, you're eating food and shit, you go to a table, or if you go sit at the bar, you want people to talk to you. I mean, that's just from my understanding of how the bar works and how the whole bar restaurant life works, right?
yeah,
And so when they said that shit, I said, all right, I'll leave y'all all the fuck away alone. So then I go sit at the table, and as I sit at the table, the bartender comes over, and this is like maybe 5 minutes later. So I'm like just trying to kill my drink, and like I'm not really eating my food. I'm just trying to kill my drink so I can go home and eat my food. And
yeah.
he comes over and sweats me a few times. So I'm not gonna get into all that shit. So then I end up wiling out. I punched the door. I didn't realize I broke the door. If I wanted to right now, that restaurant's closed. I could go walk into that restaurant right now because it's not boarded up. It's just like a plastic bag on the shit. So I could
Yeah.
I could literally walk into the restaurant right now if I wanted to. I don't want to.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna do shit. Like they closed. I get it, but I go in there and I talked to the manager last night. And as I talked to the manager last night, he was like, "Nah, he kicked you out because the girl said you were bothering him." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you watch the videotape?" And he was like, "Well, our videotape doesn't have sound." I said, "But did you watch the videotape? Did you see how I was like probably a half a restaurant away from them and then your boy came over and told me I had to leave? Why do I have to leave? I'm not bothering anybody." You know what I'm saying? At this point, I pulled myself all the way out of the situation. I was still waiting for food at some point. They delivered me the food to the table, and why do I gotta leave? And he was like, "Well, we have the right to refuse people service for any reason at any time." And I know the law. Your dumbass ain't supposed to say that shit out loud. So if you tell me you kicked me out because some girls wanted me to get kicked out, that's discrimination.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's literally it would be the same way the other way around. If a bunch of black people like all those black people wanted these fucking white people out, it's discrimination. If all these
Yeah.
Hispanic people wanted these Asian people out, it's discrimination. And so I go in there because I'm trying to rectify the situation. I'm just trying to man up. I'm not trying to be like, a bitch. And I wanted to pay for my shit, like whatever. If I broke the door, I'll pay for the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that shit.
Yeah.
But then as he's telling me the story, the more he's telling me the story, I'm like, everything I did was rectified, dog. Like I think I could get like a 1-800 scam you lawyer and sue y'all for like $100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not really that type of person, so I'm not like a. Uh,
Oh,
I don't do all that. I don't collect benefits. I don't do I don't I can get welfare and I could get um EBT, right? I can get food stamps, right? But
yeah.
I don't do that shit because I'm not that type of person. I'll figure it out. I'm a figure it out type person. But I kind of want to sue these motherfuckers so it doesn't happen again. Because as I told the
Hmm.
story, the dude how I had a problem with last night is a dude I have a problem with every time I go in there, right?
Yeah.
There's no way that I've been standing at your register waiting to get seated for 10 minutes and then you seat everybody behind me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
people are coming in behind, like there's I got all the dates obviously because I have what they don't understand is I have all the dates, I have all the receipts, right? So like like every time I've gone in there there's a receipt on my debit card or my bank account, and so if I wanted to make them pull the tapes of everything and like make it see what it is, I could do that shit, doggy. um so I don't know, man. I kind of want to sue these motherfuckers, but I won't feel right about suing them, but I think I'll win because I'm gonna get in court, and obviously I'm not gonna be drunk. I'm not gonna be drinking and shit. But as I start defending my case, and I start getting off to, you're kicking me out because these girls, you can't tell nobody that. Like you have the reason as an you. I did general managing for so long, and they always tell you you can kick anybody out for any reason at any given time,
It's like a at will. It's like Texas being an at will state. Like
yeah,
you can fire anybody for any reason, except like their skin color or whatever. Like certain things you can't fire people, and then you can get your ass totally sued for firing. So if they find out that you did that, then you're done as an employer, or you're going to be paying a lot of money. But you technically you can kick anybody out. It has to be like a good reason though. You can't, or it can't be a reason based on like discrimination. You know.
right. And then if I'm so you're like, a these girls at the bar want you to leave, that's not a feasible reason to kick me out because I'm sitting at a table in another corner of the restaurant where me and them girls can't even see each other. So
Yeah.
like I got up and removed myself from the situation because I know how girls are. Like if I was sitting at the bar, they wouldn't have said that shit because they would have felt threatened, which is fair because guys are threatening to women. I get it. I mean I understand that shit. Like there's a lot of things I can acknowledge and realize. They may have had some bad experiences. Some dude may have been whooping both them bitches' asses. I don't have the answer, Sway. But like
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't understand. So as a dude who tries to hold himself to a certain can't say I'm trying to hold myself to a certain standard. Let me take this shot real quick. But nah. But as a dude who ain't trying to be out in public acting a fucking fool, I remove myself from the situation. And so
Yeah.
now you're coming over here talking to me as the situation has been removed. So okay, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. The girls are like, we didn't want him to talk to us at all. Well, that's not the answer, you know? And so then when
It sounded like the girls didn't like if somebody had a problem like that, then it sounds just like they have discrimination and then they want to create a stink of a problem, and then but if you're not bothering anybody, then the restaurant needs to recognize that that's just somebody starting shit. And also if you're there spending money with them, who the cares, right?
right,
It's like
right,
this
right.
guy's minding his business. He's helping bring, he's bringing in business, and he might be a loyal customer. Like what are you doing here? You know, like I would personally, if I saw those girls and they were going to cause trouble like that and raise a stink, I'd be like, maybe it's you that's the problem, and I don't want your service. You know,
Well,
if you're
well,
gonna
well,
be scaring away customers, then why would I want you here? You know?
Well, let me say this. Maybe I was the problem that night, right? So let me give you this. Let me give you. I'm always willing to give the counter perspective. So
All right.
I'm always willing to look at both sides, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So although I'm the person telling the story, I'm willing to look at both sides. What if I'm the problem? So what if I'm the girls, right? And I'm being too extra, but once I get up and leave, you can't complain about me no more. So I don't see, like, when you look at some shit that's like this side A, which would be me, side B, which would be the women, and then the middle, right? Because they always say there's three sides to every story, right? So as I sit back and I reflect and I think about the story, I don't see there being a side of the story where I was wrong because I did the right thing. So even if I got on y'all's nerves, well, we're in the real world. You know what I'm saying? You sat your ass at the bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking to you because you sitting next to me at the bar and shit. You know, like the nigga sitting next to me was cool as fuck. Like he was like, these bitches is tripping because there was somebody sitting next to us at the bar, a dude with his chick. And so I was sitting here. This dude was sitting here and his girl was sitting there. And there was a slot in between me and the girls. So I even made sure I sat next to the dude at the bar before I sat next to the girls because I didn't want to press all up on them. I just wanted, I'm telling you, really, I just wanted the food. I never go there and sit at the bar and get drinks. And this is like, if I've been there 100 times, this is 2 times out of 100 I've sat at the bar and got drinks. So this is the second
Mm,
time I've ever sat at the bar and got drinks. You know,
yeah.
because I normally don't. I normally just stick to myself, dog. Like I have too much to lose for stupid shit that I could possibly do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's a weird situation. It seems like I don't know. Sometimes people just, and I think too. This I'm not gonna say about women because that's generalization, but I have seen situations where people will try and like do something like that, like raise a stink because they want to see what they can get away with, right? And be like, it almost validates their how do I say, like their perceptive of themselves, you know, like I'll say it like this, right? Like, have you notice when women typically date laterally or vertically, right? Like women typically don't date down, right?
I
And I
don't.
could say this.
I don't agree with that for this reason.
Oh, okay.
No, for this reason, I think
Yeah, yeah.
that I date a lot of women that are above me laterally, and so I get what you're
Same
saying.
here. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like they don't typically, but if a dude is like a 3 and he's funny as fuck, he can pull whatever chick he wants to pull. So
Yeah.
there's certain things that control the dating world, which makes it to where you can date up, because you can date up. If I can get a girl to come over to my house and laugh for, you should know this, dog. If because you're funny as fuck, you are literally one of the funniest people I know. But if I can get a girl to come over to my house and laugh for 3 hours, I can get that girl to do whatever I want her to do. And
Oh.
well, I mean, I'm not trying
Oh.
to go there, but I'm being real. But that's real shit. It doesn't matter how I look.
Uh,
It doesn't matter how I look. Look, bro, I can cut my hair and I can shave my beard and I look like Obama. No girl has ever said, I'm serious. They used to call me, dude, they called me Obama for like a decade, bro. It was brutal. Like,
did they let you hit it in the Oval Office?
I mean, I was always getting into Oval Offices. No, I was married for most of that time. So, like, I mean, I'm gonna be.
Well, you pulled a Bill Clinton then, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, I didn't. I'm not. I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat on women. I don't even promote cheating on women. Do what you want to do, but I don't. I never cheated on my wife. I've never cheated on any girl I've ever been with, dog. Just to be real.
Respect.
Um,
Respect. Yeah.
I'm just not a cheater. But you go through what you go through in life, and I don't want to get into my life story right now at this moment about certain
Yeah.
shit. But I've seen some fucked up shit in my life, and
Yeah.
so through the shit that I've seen, I will never cheat on a woman. I would rather break up with her. And I'll break up with your ass fast as fuck though. You know what I'm saying? Like I was married And I was with that chick for like 7 years, and then I was with like my high school sweetheart for like 5 years. So I've spent like 12 years in a serious relationships, right? So like I've done some shit, right. But
Well, yeah.
but I think that if you can make a girl laugh, you can get any girl you want. I don't care what you look like. And then I think that if you have a little bit of money and you can make a girl laugh, you can get anything that you want. Marriage, kids, you know what I'm saying, a family, the life that you want to build. You can get whatever you want because
You can have whatever you like. You
hey,
can
you
have
get whatever
whatever you
you
like.
like.
Stacks
Hey,
on deck, tone
yeah.
on ice.
Yo, let's go. But no, I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? So to everybody who's in the chat, I don't know whether y'all realize that shit or not. If you just aren't a piece of shit, you can get girls to do everything for you because they're supposed to. Cause you're gonna do everything. Yo, let me run this shit back. I know a lot of people aren't even gonna get to this point in the stream, but if you're funny and everything that I said before, you can get a girl to do everything for you that you want them to do. But you're gonna do everything that she wants you to do, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a two-way street.
yeah. So you're literally chasing her for a reason. And
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't have to say that because there's guys here, but if I'm willing to give you everything, you are already willing to give me everything. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know we just reciprocate the shit. Now I get
Yeah.
that. I get that not everybody's like me. Some people cheat, some people do whatever they do. I'm not talking shit, but they partners probably cheated too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
hey, go ahead, cook for a minute, Perk. I've been talking for a lot. I don't mean to just get you on stream and then just it's me talking about relationship advice that I shouldn't be giving. You know what I'm saying?
Here on the Sumnsumnsumn relationship show, we're going to talk about cheating and infidelity, and you just got to tell a girl a couple funny jokes, and you can hit all night long, baby. It's got to be funny. That's it. Let me knock some boots, baby. Yeah, no, I agree. I think so. I'll use my relationship with my girlfriend as like an example of like what you're talking about. In that, definitely having a sense of humor definitely goes a long way. And it just depends if you're like playing the long game or the slow game. Like with my girlfriend, I played the long. Those are the same things. The short game or long game, right? And like if you're dating just to hook up, then there's a lot of like things you got to display to a woman fast for her to be interested. Like you got to be like, all right, I'm funny, but I'm also like, I can handle business, right? Like
right.
she's got to know like you
A
got a
leader.
backbone,
You got to be a
you know?
leader. You got to be a
Yeah,
leader.
got to be a leader. They
But
want to
go
see a
ahead.
leader, and like doing anything inspirational, which is like things you're scared of, but that'll make you grow. But yeah, no, I agree. Is that like definitely a sense of humor goes a long way. So I can see why girls avoid you at all costs.
All costs, dog. Like all costs. Hey, I could tell you some funny ass stories, right? So like a lot of people don't realize, like I choose to wear glasses. I choose to have an afro. I choose to have a beard. I choose to, like right now I look super rough. I choose to look like this, right? I choose to look the way that I look. But the reason I choose to look the way that I look is because I was a pretty boy growing up, right? So I was the prettiest of pretty boys you ever know, right?
He chose to look like a red flag, y'all. He chose to look like red flag.
I'm blue flag, blue. Well,
Blue.
no,
Oh, blue
no,
flag.
no,
Oh
no, no,
shit.
no,
All right.
no, no. Stop. Well, I only said blue because I was thought about the Cowboys. But then once you said that shit, I thought to myself again, in the middle. No flags, no flags, no flags. I'm in neither one of those parties. I don't gang bang. I'm not a Republican or a
Yeah. I thought the
Democrat.
same thing. I was like, oh shit, he called blue flag on the red flag.
Yeah, I didn't mean that shit, but I was thinking about yeah. But then I had to think about this
No.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I choose to look the way that I look. Because I want people to interact with me how you would react with anybody.
Yeah.
And so when I get around girls and I'm telling you, if you can make them laugh, Yo, I'm not pulling off my hat. This isn't a hairline reveal tonight.
Hey, though,
Uh,
do you feel that? Do you feel the inverse though? Like if you see like a kind of a fluffy girl and she kind of funny and kind of can make you laugh, or you're like, you're like, dang girl, you might get you some tonight with some.
I would say yes because
Yeah,
for this
real
reason,
ninja.
no, real shit. I would say yes because for the same reason that I'm okay with girls, like in person. Like in person, I'm a fucking monster. But girls get the same love. Like if a girl comes over to my house and me and a girl laugh for 3 hours,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what she looks like. I'm like I'm immensely attracted to her
yeah,
because we had a great time. You know,
great time.
a
Finna
great
be
time.
greater.
Yeah, yeah. Shut up, dog. That's not what I meant. I mean, that's what I meant, but that's not what I meant. But I'm saying we had a great time, and so since we had a great time, um, I don't want the time to end. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah,
the
yeah.
I don't want
I
the
get
moment
it.
to
I get
stop.
it. You're
You
like
know?
when you're with them and you're having a good time, you're like, shit, I ain't for Donald Trump, but let's make America great again
Nah,
tonight,
nah,
baby.
nah. I do have a line.
Oh,
So no, there's a lie, dog. I'm not a slut like that, dog. Don't do me. You threw that MAGA shit in at the end. I don't
no, I
really.
said Magnum. He's using Magnums.
Oh, I thought you
No,
said
I didn't say
MAGA. Oh,
MAGA.
that's what I was
Well,
like. I was like, hey, don't do me, dog. Don't do me. Like, don't throw that shit in at the end. Yo, the Magnum, nigga. I'm fucking.
I didn't say MAGA. I said Magnums.
Hey, hey, we shooting our shot raw dog until the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the Lord has blessed me to never have an STD in my life.
Hey,
Hey,
you're like Willie Nelson in the '70s. Y'all
eh,
never used
nah,
condoms.
I don't know what a condom is, dog.
Yeah, you don't know what a condom
I
is.
shouldn't say that shit on the internet, but I'm being real. Like again, my channel's about being 100% thorough, right?
Yeah,
Perk, you know me, dog. You know me in real life, dog. You know, like I'm about being a thorough ass nigga. I don't even know what a condom is. I mean,
he doesn't. He doesn't.
hey,
He
yo, yo,
really
yo, yo,
doesn't.
yo, don't do that though. I've used them before. Hey, people on the internet, I need y'all to understand. In the last year, I have used condoms multiple times. But hey, if you find, I'm about to shoot the club up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Perks like this is awkward. You did
No,
this.
I'm just like, I believe this dude. Every word he's saying, I know it's true. Like,
Ew.
without a doubt, it's happening.
Yo,
So,
yo, yo, yo. Oh, oh, oh. I know there's probably one girl in the chat right now, and she's some girl I used to talk to, right? And I don't know which one. And they're like, I can't believe he's saying this shit right now. I am absolutely saying this shit. Like, if you find enough, we ain't strapping up. We aren't strapping up. The Lord, the sweet baby brown skin, brown hair Jesus, never got me infected. I got a test in the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm clean. I ain't fucked no bitches in the last couple months. I've been chilling. But I'm clean. I've always been clean. I ain't never had an STD. I ain't never passed a chick an STD. Never. Not one time, bro. Not one time. Not one time. I'm not talking shit if anybody or if you have, he's looking like I've passed many STDs. He's like they call me STD Austin. You know what I'm saying? Austin 316 and shit. I'm not,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm talking shit, Perk.
They got a new strain out. It's called Perk Dog. They don't know what it does. It's just it's a thing, you know.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Nah, he's not like that. I'm not saying he's like that. I'm just talking shit for the content. I apologize. I don't want to put that on you. Oh, that's hilarious though. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
no. Nick Cannon's hilarious, Dad.
Hold on. What are we doing?
Daddy, Nick Cannon is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Stay safe out there, kids. Strap
Yeah.
up.
Strap up. No, for real,
Strap
strap
up.
up. Don't listen to me What did they say? Hove did that, so y'all don't have to do that shit. I didn't strap up, so y'all don't gotta do that shit, dog. Yo, strap up, kids.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't have kids, and so that you don't get AIDS. Like, strap up.
Wait till you're our age in your 40s, then you can just go guns a blazing.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna go guns a blazing with the next chick that comes over to my crib because I'm a habitual line pressure. You know what I'm saying? A line stepper. I gotta step the lines, dog. Because
hey, who said that? I literally said that
Dave
same
Chappelle.
thing.
Dave
Chappelle. Were we talking about this? The habitual line stepper?
Nah, we didn't talk about this shit. Go ahead.
I said that to somebody yesterday, or it was today, and I was like, "Was that you?" Because I said the same exact thing. I just couldn't think of the comedian. And he's saying Rick James is a habitual line stepper, right?
Yeah. Yo, it was Charlie Murphy. No, it was Charlie Murphy because Charlie Murphy was like, but it was on the Dave Chappelle show.
Charlie Murphy.
He was like, but it was on the Dave Chappelle show. But he was like, he's a habitual line stepper. You know
yeah.
That shit's funny as shit because, like we all know I'm a habitual line stepper, which makes it extra hilarious because when you look at the shit from a different perspective, I'm the nigga that fucking Charlie Murphy's talking about. You know, I'm Rick James, bitch. I mean, like I don't mean that shit like I'm Rick James, but like I'm Rick fucking James. I am a habitual line stepper, right? I'm going to step over the line every goddamn time. And so I probably see that Dave Chappelle skit different than most do because I'm fucking Rick James, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you motherfuckers don't understand that shit because they just watch the streams and they're like, oh, you're humble or whatever. Dog, we hung out. Who was Rick James in the crew?
Who is Rick James? Definitely you throwing some Rick James energy out there. Like, Rick James is like... Rick James has an aura about him. You know, there's a certain aura, and it's I could see it. Shit, man, there was something I was gonna say. My ADD got the best of me just now. But I can't. I lost what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, definitely some Rick James energy going on there. Darkness.
Darkness is spreading, motherfucker. Yo, we was talking earlier, and so you were like, we was talking about how, again, this ain't no flex. None of the shit I'm saying tonight's a flex. This is just more of trying to get my footing into continuing to do music and like doing other shit, you know? But we was talking about, you was like, man, I remember the streams with you and the chick at the mansion and all this other shit, right? So there may be people out there who don't know. There was a point in time I lived in Colorado and I was fucking with that chick who had that big ass house, right? And I'm so Rick James, y'all don't even get this shit. Like, I'm on a plane sitting next to a chick and I'm not going to say this shit the way I said it to Perk Dog earlier because my kids might see the stream. So we'll just say I was like, hey, I like what I'm seeing. Them things was stinging, dog. Like, them things was stinging. I don't give a fuck. My kids don't watch the streams. But them things was stinging, dog. Like, them titties, bro, them things was stinging. And then, like, she got up and she starts talking to me. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to make your ass laugh for a few minutes. Let's see where you from. And then I come to find out she, like, from an hour away from me. And so this shit is verified by Weaver and fucking Sir Chump. Fuck that nigga. But like Weaver will tell you this shit really fucking happened. When I went to NAMM, I picked up some chick on the airplane before I went to NAMM, right? I don't know if most people don't understand how hard that is, right? How you gonna pick up a chick on an airplane, right? That shit's not, it's always gonna seem creepy. But that ain't the first or the last time.
Nah, you were just on your Nelly shit. You're first class sitting next to Vanna White. Hey, if you want to.
I was in commercial, dog. Hey, I was in commercial.
Coach, baby. Hey, it can be done in coach, too. It can be done in coach.
And so I'm just talking to her, and then she's just like, we just groove. And so I get all that information. And then she ends up coming to our hotel room. So me and Weaver had a hotel room together, and she comes over there, and I still to this day don't remember anything that happened in the hotel room, right? So I don't remember shit. I don't even remember her coming to the hotel room, right? I was so drunk that day. The first day I went to NAMM in 2023, I was so drunk, I don't remember anything that happened. I remember Chump picking me and Weaver up. I remember Chump coming through with, he came through with In-N-Out, but I wasn't ready to eat yet. And I was mad at him because I was like, this is some real shit. I was mad as shit at him because I was like, I'm not ready to eat yet, dog. Like, why the fuck would you bring food? Like, let's go get hot food, you know? I don't want In-N-Out 3 hours after you come and pick me up, you know? Like, I would do DoorDash or whatever we had to do, I would do, but I'm not hungry yet. I mean, I get what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, because you're looking out for me, because I always talk about In-N-Out and how much I love it. So I love your thought process, but I want it hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no cold In-N-Out. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like let's say I love McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
And I eat it every day. And you bring me cold McDonald's, I don't want that shit. You know?
No, that makes sense. That's like good intentions, just miscalculating the impact it would have had on you. This is like if you went out on a date with a girl and you bought tickets to like her favorite show, like let's say like her favorite star, like Doja Cat, was playing, and she had given you hints all throughout time that Doja Cat was playing, but then you got tickets to go see like Stevie Ray Vaughan. She's like, what?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like,
or let me give a better example.
Yeah, go for it.
Like let's say she's a Doja fan cat, and she got tickets for the replay to the Doja Cat concert. So,
okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, then you show up to the concert, and Doja's not there anymore, and they're just showing the replay of what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Good intentions. It's just that it kind of like the experience of the other person is just like, it's kind of like, it's like, you know. So yeah, I can understand from both people's perspective. One had a thing, but the other person was like, man, I can understand too, want to get some good delicious food that's fresh, you know, like that's important eating, because if you're gonna eat food, it needs to be good, you know, because your body knows, your body is literally like when you put good food in your body, you feel good, you know.
Or I'm just in LA and I want to get some fresh food. Like I like where I'm just here. I just pulled up, dog. You know, like
it's understandable.
We're in no hurry to get to my place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's kind of funny though. Like somebody fucking up like that. It's not like a huge fuck up. It's just funny. Like, yo, bro, got you a burger. It's like 5 hours old. Go ahead, dog. Dig in. Get you some. Bro.
Yeah. Yes and no. Because it was like he was trying his best. You know. But it was like, let me get off the plane. Let's drop all our shit off, and then let's go eat. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. Who the fuck gets off the plane and is eating in the car? When was the last time any of you motherfuckers got off a fucking airplane and then was ready to expeditiously ready to eat? Right?
Fat motherfuckers. No, I don't know.
I'm a skinny fat boy. I ain't talking about fat community. Throw it up. You know what I'm saying? Raise your hand up. I think you need to work out more. You know, I'm not repping y'all all the way, but throw your hand up, fat community. Throw your hand up.
Throw your hand in the air if you a true player.
Y'all think I'm skinny, but I'm a fat 160 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like Shallow Hal. Like we perceive him as skinny, but he's really a chubby guy. We just don't see it. He bends light rays around him. Some's on like some metaphysical shit.
Yo,
we just don't. He's like the Predator.
Hold on. Bam. What's good, doggy? I'm glad you hopped into the stream. Hop on the fucking call, Bam.
Yeah, do it, Bam.
Yo, hit the motherfucking link, dog, and hop into the stream. You know me, you know Perk. I think this should be extra fun. Hop your black ass into the fucking stream, bro.
I hadn't talked to Bam in a minute. I've been so damn busy. Kind of I dropped, didn't drop, but yeah, we were working on music, and I got distracted as usual.
Yeah,
But Bam,
yeah. Bam,
Bam's a real one though.
yo, Bam, hop your black ass in this stream, dog. Like, you are like royalty on this channel, first and foremost. And then secondly, you cool ass dude. You funny, dog. You funny as shit. You funny as shit. You can add shit. You know, bring your black ass here, nigga. Like, don't act like I'm not gonna talk too much shit. I need to sometimes I get off of my shit just talking shit. I gotta protect it that with the words I say. I don't want to harm anybody. But Bam, bring your black ass up here, nigga. Like, I got the shit set up to where all of us could be here. Bring your black ass up here, nigga. Bam, cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking about you earlier, and I was like, when I was talking with Perk, I was like, everybody has their piece in whatever we're doing. And then you were just like, I ain't gonna, yo, what's funny, what the funniest part about that shit, Perk, is that Bam's the best musician of all of us.
Yeah, he like plays instruments. He's like a
yo, he's dope.
Yeah.
He's actually really dope.
yeah.
And so the person who plays the most instruments refused to get on instruments, and you know what I'm saying, just wanted to add ad-libs or beat the chest or whatever to the track or whatever. And that shit is the most hilarious shit. That goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where you know, we just wanted to, everybody wanted to fall in when they fit in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to get into their pocket, you know?
Yeah. I got all the recorded footage from that night too. I got both damn times. You, me, and Weaver and Chump and the other Zane guy hanging out. I got that footage. It's all good footage, man. It's great. I look at it and there's a lot of funny moments in there. And I freestyled a little bit, and you were just like, all right, pause, different direction. Dude's talking about smoking crack over here and stuff. It was pretty funny.
But you don't be myself, dog. That's what I'm supposed to do.
No, everyone was cracking up because Bam pointed to me, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's time for me to freestyle." Right? You know what's funny is I listened to my freestyle, and I definitely am influenced by text.
That's not the same Nam. Zane wasn't with us.
No, yeah, I know that. That's for sure. Okay, yeah. No, the first Nam, but yeah, the second Nam was funny too. It was just different. We didn't freestyle though. We just were like working on beats and shit.
Folded. Yo, I don't even know if you remember how fucked up I was.
Bro, you definitely were drinking. I was like this
folded. I was as drunk probably as I've ever been. At second Nam. Yo, like the people don't understand this shit, right? And so we go back and we invite a bunch of people over to our our crib. Like, so where me and Weaver are staying. Everybody came back there. So I know you remember all the cops coming over and like fucking the noise complaints and all this shit that you remember that shit?
I left right before. I just remember Weaver was like, yo, they're canceling our Airbnb. The people are mad. And I was like, well, I guess the party's over. So I ended up leaving. And I guess I left right before the cops got there. And I pretty much lost contact with y'all after that point.
No, I don't even think I let Weaver open the door. I said, you're not going to open the door. And he was like, well, the cops are here. And like, we're different. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of us is a nigga, one of us is fucking a white dude, you know? No shit talking. But I'm like, what we not going to do tonight is open this fucking door. And we ain't opened the door. And, we ended up leaving. And I told Weaver that we should have got a refund for our visit there because we weren't that loud. Although Zane was kind of loud.
He was loud.
But this is 3 days of this shit. Like, so you don't know, like, you didn't see like all the beef and the drama that we had for 3 days, but in advance. And so I was like, hey man, don't pay them shit. Cancel that shit and then complain.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, you can't host an Airbnb and people can't even talk. I don't care if it's 11 o'clock at night or if it's midnight. I should be able to talk. But that third night, they were like, we're going to kick you out regardless. Well, shut up, bitch. We leaving tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause chicka suck my dick, like Dr. Dre said and shit.
Yeah.
So, that shit was wild, though. That shit was wild. And then
it was a cool night.
What was your thoughts on when we got back to the Airbnb? What were your thoughts on Zane?
He was interesting. I think Zane is a
You got hair now? What are you doing?
hair. No, I just pulled I'm chewing some gum, and I was like, when I started talking, I just said it.
You always had hair. It looked like you had more hair. But sorry.
No, my hair is pretty short now. I cut my shit. Back when I was at NAMM, my hair was like goofy and long and stuff. And thank God I cut it, because my girlfriend was like, I wouldn't have dated you with that long goofy hair. I was like, oh. So anyway, I look like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, you still do. But
thanks, bro. Thanks.
Yo.
All right, you Tiger Woods looking ass motherfucker.
I've heard that before too, as well.
Yeah. I just picked a random name. I honestly don't. I don't know who you look like. Zane was cool. What?
I said I look like something, but go ahead. Zane was cool.
Yeah, you do. You do look like something.
Piece
Zane...
of shit, nigga. No, I'm gonna let's go.
Zane was cool. He was like, he definitely was young guy energy, and I could tell. I think he was like 18 or 19 or something, and so he was just came in there, and he had some interesting ideas, but I think he was trying to like shoot content. And I remember he was trying to get a viral moment, right? And I was just there to have a good time and relax, right? And he was almost like on his Steven Spielberg shit. He was trying to direct us, right? And I don't think any of us were having it. We're just like, look, dude, we're all like over 35 years old. We've all worked full-time jobs. I was like, relax a little bit. Cool guy, but we're just like, he was kind of trying to like get us to like.
He was trying he was trying to get his moment.
He was, and it was just like, you can't force that. It has to come naturally, right? But I think the funny thing was the moment that had happened was you got this 19-year-old trying to like prod a bunch of like 30 and 40-year-old guys, like, hey, make a moment, make it magical. Come on, let's do this shit. Come on, what the hell? And you're drunk. Or like on your way to being
I was drunk. And I was belligerent.
Yeah. It was just funny, and then like I started harping back at the kid. I was like, it was goofy, but it was I had a fun night because I wasn't taking anything too seriously, you know. So it's a cool night, you know. So
I talked to Weaver about that shit later.
Yeah.
And he has the same basic impression that you had, right?
Okay.
But there was a point in the night where I looked at everybody in the room. So like everybody was doing, because like we got the somebody knocked on the door and they told us to shut out. And I was like, everybody do what you do. You need to fucking calm the fuck down, because you wild. And I'm talking to the young nigga. I'm like, you acting crazy. And, and y'all doing too much because he's just young, you know? And then
he was like a brand newborn puppy that just wants to like play and bite everybody, but it doesn't know that it's a puppy yet, and it bites its teeth too hard, and it calm down, and then it like pees on the carpet. You're like, oh my god! It's like I was like, it's a puppy. What do you expect? You know?
Yeah, I don't think that the video he shot, because I shot part of that shit of that night in my video, the last video I did from NAMM.
Yeah.
And the video he wanted to shoot didn't go well because he fucked the shit up, right? Like you don't get what I'm saying? Like, had we had just got back to the crib and everybody had just been chill, he would have got the video he wanted.
Well,
But
he
then,
was like this. I remember seeing him. He's like, all right, guys, we're with some absolute legends in the building, and they're about to fucking cook up. And yeah, fucking cook up, motherfucker. Start cooking, right?
and
And he was like,
yo, do you remember how I looked at him? I said, yo, dog, this shit's funny because I remember that night and how I was drunk as shit. I was belligerent because this was the last day at NAM and I had drank so much.
yeah,
And I looked at him and I said, don't come over here with all that bullshit, dog. And then it kind of changed up how he wanted to shoot a video. But I was like, I said from the start, because I don't know if you remember, like, we was hanging out. Me, you, Weaver, and Sir Chump were hanging out, right? So then he was the fourth person of the party,
Yeah.
Maybe he had a friend with him. Did he have a friend with him or somebody that drove or?
No, I brought a friend with me. His name was Steve.
Okay. Oh no, yeah. I remember Steve. Steve cool as shit, dog. Yo, your boy Steve was cool as shit, dog. That motherfucker was cool, dog. He was cool. Yeah. Yo, no, for real. Steve was cool. Steve, yeah. Yo, now that I remember, now that you say that shit, and I'm like, oh no, Steve was cool. Cause I remember for like I don't know if you even remember this shit. For the majority of the night, me and Steve sat next to each other and we just chopped it up, bro. Like before we got back to the place.
Yeah.
Not that I was ignoring you, you know how it goes. You hang out with your friends.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Today I might be cool. I might be cooler with you today, but tomorrow I'm cool with, or less cool with you, or not less cool, but you get what I'm saying. Like there's 5 people there and everybody is sitting up and talking. Yo, your boy Steve, I don't even know if you're still cool with Steve.
No, we had a falling out, unfortunately. I will give credit though. Steve is a cool guy. We just had some shit happen at my job because we're coworkers too.
Right, I get it.
But I do. There was a time and a place where Steve was cool, like, Steve is a funny guy.
Yes,
and
sir. Sir.
I can't deny that. I cannot deny that. He's a cool guy. So
me and that nigga. I mean, it doesn't matter because I've never talked to Steve before or after. Your boy Steve, though, was so fucking funny, dog. Me and this motherfucker, Steve, sat off to ourselves for the grip. And then we got back to the crib. And I don't remember how we all got back to the crib because I was drunk. I've been drinking. But we get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And Zane's trying to run everything. And everybody's looking at him like, dog, we turned down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we turned up all day. Everybody's looking like we turned up the whole day, bro. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, chill. And I just remember the whole time, like, I'm like kind of laying on fucking Weaver's bed. Pause. Not like that. But like everybody else is sitting on the couch and I'm laying on a bed.
Y'all were making an Oreo. Don't lie.
Sir, don't do that. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that. What we're not gonna do is that. But as the Airbnb was set up, there was a bed and a couch. And everybody was sitting on the couch and I was just fucking laying on the bed because I was fucked up.
Yeah.
And I just remember shouting out directions. I don't know if you remember that shit. Do you remember that shit? I'm like, hey, calm down.
I got the funniest footage because it's my footage, and there's a part where we were ripping on each other, but I'm gonna upload it because it is so damn funny. But
don't upload it until you send it to me. I gotta see it before you upload it. I don't like myself being on the internet uncontrolled.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Cool.
But I don't have a problem.
I won't BusyWorksBeats you.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem being a butt of the joke either. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So if it's some funny ass shit, put it up. But go ahead, finish telling the story. Sorry.
You were just like, it was, we were talking about something and, I said something about us making an Oreo and you're like, nah, it ain't finna be 2 white dudes and a black dude in the middle in the cut on some Oreo shit. We ain't finna do that.
Yo, that sounds like me.
Wait, have like the police busting here, and there's one, black guy, 2 white guys on the other side. Like, yeah.
No, you can upload that shit. I'm cool.
Oh, okay. But then I said something like, You said something about you're like the only back that's getting broken is Perk's dog when he gets his back blown out tonight. It's something like I don't remember what it was, but it's hilarious. I was like, ah,
Yo, because I got jokes. Yo, I
yeah,
got
it's
jokes.
funny. It was funny.
Yo.
It was funny. It was really funny, man. Good times, but yeah.
Edit that shit up well, but don't have me looking suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like my only thing is like I don't want to be looking suspect on the internet. But I have no problem with you. You know, edit that shit, upload it. You can at me if it's gonna help you get views, if it's gonna help you get you know subscribers and shit. Do that shit.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'll do like a little breakdown. I'll be like, yo, I'll be like, I've never met Weaver Beats before in my life.
Yeah, do that shit. No, I'm hearing how you're saying it. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm laughing because I can imagine the video. You know, like it's one of those videos like, this is the first time I met Weaver Beats. And then it's like me in the background acting all crazy. And like, I didn't know that this black man was going to act all crazy. Then it goes back to me acting all fun. I mean, no, I do that shit, dog. Do that shit. That shit's fucking hilarious.
There's you know Devin the Dude, right? The artist.
Yeah, from Oakland.
Yeah. He's got a song it's an older song, but it makes me think of you at that moment. And in his song, he's talking about how he just wants to be free and drink and smoke whenever he wants, and about how people are judgmental. And he's like, the thought process they go is, oh, wouldn't you look at this ninja smoking liquor or smoking swishes, drinking liquor, right? Bam just messaged me, but anyway, it was.
Bam ain't hopped into the chat yet, though.
Hold on. Let me see what Bam texted me something. Are you? I don't know what he means by what he said.
Fuck that. We're gonna call Bam. We're gonna pressure. We're gonna apply pressure, and we're gonna make Bam get into the stream because Bam should be here. Where's my phone? Hey, Bam's like, fuck, nigga. I didn't want to do this. Don't make me do this. But you'd answer a call with me, Bam. Like, I can call you anytime, and you're going to pick up, and then we're going to talk. That's all we're doing right now. Is just
who's all in the chat right now? Because I can't see. I don't know who's interacting because that's on YouTube.
It's not much people interacting. It's just Tyrone and Bam. He said
Tyrone and Bam.
Yo, Bam, click the fucking link, bro.
There's a link. Bro.
There's a link in the description, and it's pinned. Click the link and hop in here. I just want to clown. I'm not going to make fun of you, dog. I'm not going to make you look bad. Dog, bring your black ass up here. You know what I'm saying? Bring your black ass up here. I'm about to call you and make you get on stream. And you're like, I don't want to do this, dog. But we dudes. It's all dudes in here. You ain't got to make yourself look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to go put no makeup on or no shit like that, dog. It's just niggas in here. My stream is literally 99% men. You ain't gotta get in. You ain't gotta do shit. Hey, look, look at my beard line right now, bro. I ain't shaved in a week, dog. Look at my beard line, right? You can hop your ass in here. Yeah, get in here. Hit that stream link. Where's my phone? I know my phone. Talk for a second, dog. I gotta find my phone.
Let me see. I'm gonna jump fast forward to.
You gotta love when I tell a motherfucker to talk and then the computer screen breaks down. So his internet breaks as I'm like, hey, talk. You know what I'm saying? Now go ahead, dog. Cook.
Oh, no, I was just checking on who was here in the chat. I saw Isomatic. I said somebody droid something, and then somebody else. I was jumped over because I'm on my cell phone. I jumped over to the other tab just to see what was good and who was in here. So, yeah, man, somebody jump in the chat if y'all want to. Jump up in, get some conversation going. I was gonna say my girlfriend just sent me a photo. What is she sending me? Let me see here real quick. You know, you gotta check it when the girlfriend sends a photo. Oh my goodness, damn baby, shit.
Yo, what's absolutely hilarious is I'm doing the same shit right now. I don't have no girlfriends, but like the same shit. Like I'm getting some picture. I'm like, God damn, I gotta focus on this for like about I would focus on it longer. But no, it's the same shit. I'm about to call Bam. He might not answer though.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he has that right, you know, just to
Yeah.
be real. But I'm about to call him. Fuck it. If you here, get your ass on stream, doggy.
He'll probably answer. He just texted me a second ago, so.
He might not want to get on stream though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
I didn't think about
you know
that.
What I'm saying, because you got to set yourself up. You got to like get your situation right. You got to do a bunch of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, hold on, no, here go Bam. Bam. Oh, hold on, niggas, you gotta mute the stream. I can't hear myself on the stream, talk to you, and do everything because I hear myself in the background. It's echoing. So I'm backstage. I don't know how to get in. Bam said, "Fuck you. I do what I want." No, he said, "Fuck you. I do what I want." You there, doggy? Yeah. Hold on. Let me put you on speakerphone. Yeah.
Bam said, "Fuck your couch."
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm backstage on this thing. It says you're backstage. Only the host can see you.
Oh, no. Here you go. Here you go. Nope. I just looked up. I'm about to add you to the shit. So add to stage. Bam should be here.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah. Sorry. I know I talk shit for the grip, and I know you had to get ready. I can't add motherfuckers until they're ready. I can't hear you, so hold on. I can't hear you. Pert, can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
And we can't hear you. So we'll do the time to troubleshoot. I don't give a fuck, man. Nigga, it's my stream. You know what I'm saying? I make this shit happen. So I don't give a fuck. Let's figure out how to, you know. If you
Hey.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. What up, Bam?
What's happening?
I clicked on here. I was like, oh, I was saying, what are you on lunch? Because I was like, what are you on lunch from? You know, the ambulance or something? Because it looked like you was wearing like an orange thing.
Yeah. It took me a second when I read that. I was like, oh, I get what you're saying. Nah, yeah.
I said, well, it's an easy sentence. I said, are you on lunch?
Probably, yo, it looks like he's either on lunch or he's about to go rob somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like he in the streets.
Like, either way, I want my cut.
or both.
Either way.
Yo, the streaming community doesn't even know. People may drop off or come in or whatever it is, but they don't understand this is probably going to be one of my most enjoyable streams. Because Bam already knows. Bam, can you call me?
Yeah.
Whenever you want to?
Oh, I thought you meant now. Like, yeah.
No, I mean, like, can you call me whenever you want to?
Yeah.
Yo, Perk Dog, you know, I mean, yeah, we just got a little more recent. You started hitting me, but can you call me whenever you want to? Shut up. Yo.
He's like, no, I ain't doing no reverse Oreo. We actually got a real Oreo right here.
Pause. No, we do not. I don't want y'all niggas thinking that shit. We do not have
I've never been this terrified in my life.
Just run.
He's lying. Hey, there was like Perk came to hang out with all of us, and there was like 2 white people, right?
Hey.
Yo. There was like 2 white people. Cause there was Mexicans, there was fucking black people, there was Asians, there was everybody. We ain't doing that.
Will this help if I do this?
I can't deal with y'all. I can't deal with. Oh shit! Look at my hair. Look at the hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and put my hat back on. Y'all are fucking hilarious, dog.
Where are you at though, Perk Dog?
Man, I'm here at work, just chilling in my truck.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, yeah.
He's on lunch break. He's waiting for a teenager to come outside and fucking give him some candy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man.
So
what's been good?
I remodeled my whole studio.
I see,
dude.
that.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's not red.
I can definitely tell. Give us a tour.
It's not red. It's not red no more. So yeah, I get that.
I built this rack and said,
the Avalon 737 still looks so beautiful to me.
Nice.
I got this bad boy, the UC1. Wait a minute, here we go. You know, that's just that dog controller. And you know, I got this thing. I got all sorts of shit up in here.
Nice.
But yeah, it's all blue now instead of red. That was my girl shit, that red velvet lounge. I'm like, we going Bambi colors now.
I told you, yo, earmuffs perk dog. I told you, tell your wife what's up with her homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell her what's up. I'm ready to come through. I'm ready to spend a week in motherfucking the Bay Area. Well, you know, not the Bay Area, but where you live. You know what I'm saying? The mountains.
Not in the Bay, but yeah.
Well, no, you know what I mean. I mean in the mountains.
We could hit the Bay quick.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't have to hit the Bay if your girl got the homegirls for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, tell her I said what's up. Y'all don't even know Bam's wife. I'm not gonna get into that shit, but just tell her.
Like, easy now, you can't leave them hanging. They're gonna be like, Bam's wife. What?
You tell the story, then, nigga.
Hey,
shit.
is she still doing the healing stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what you were getting at, right? Though, right?
Yeah. She got all the bitches. I'm sorry. I pause. Women. I don't think that y'all bitches.
See, like, yeah, I can't have you coming through and you step right in, like, where the bitches at? Wait,
yo. But once they get to know me, they're gonna be like, oh, he cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he funny. You know, like.
You're all sitting in the whole house going namaste. And he in the back going, where the bitches at?
Yo.
Hey, you know, he's gonna interpret that like they're gonna be namaste. He's like, nah, I'ma stay.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I'ma stay.
Yo. Now,
so did you ever talk to my wife? Weren't we? We were talking. We were
Yeah,
saying we were gonna have you talk to
Yeah.
her.
I talked to her. You had her on stream a couple times. I know she's like from London and flies over there a lot, but she, you know, I know her like her business that she does with the ceremonies and everything. So
yo, and everything.
Yeah.
England. She's not from London.
Everything he just said is the same shit. I've talked to your wife. I got your wife as a drop on my computer. I just gotta get. Yeah. Your wife is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get into B's and H's and all that stuff. Your wife is dope. I rock with your wife. I think that she's dope, bro. I mean,
she's been doing shit this week.
Yeah.
She's doing single retreats now, but I think next week is a group retreat.
Yeah. So, Bam, what have you been doing, dog? Tell them, because I got off the interwebs for like a month and a half. I don't even know if you even noticed. I got off like Instagram, Facebook. Somebody hacked my account.
Oh, really?
My Facebook account. Yeah. And then when they hacked my Facebook account, it did something weird to my Instagram account. And so now I understand what Av was saying. So I remember when Av told everybody somebody hacked his Facebook account and it jacked up his Instagram account.
It's all meta now. They don't care.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's all meta. You know, they roll together. And so it was like some weird stuff where it was saying I needed to pass. I don't know, man. It was weird. It was weird as fuck. And I couldn't get on Instagram. But I would have got on Instagram just because I'm like, I have less followers and all this other stuff. And people who follow me on Instagram typically follow me on Instagram just because of music. But I couldn't get on either. And I'm responsible for my shit getting hacked. It was some stupid ass shit. Never click on links. Never click on links, niggas.
That's an old one. Like, like email links. I never click on links from weird emails,
Yo, but it's hard when your friend has the email link. So it's somebody who's never been hacked before. Yeah. So it got real weird, and I was like, I gotta get off Instagram. And
so wait,
Facebook.
You're saying with just one link that he clicked it and it like they got into all his information?
Yeah, and then
that sucks.
They passed out the information to everybody else. So although I'm not saying that I am the most innocent and the shit that got yo, Bam starts laughing. Yo,
you can say it if you want to, but that don't mean we gonna believe it.
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know the truth. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sure, dog. Dude, I was just listening to some Terra Enigma.
I hate
Ah!
Bam. I
Yeah.
hate Bam because he doesn't even know what I'm about to say. But I love you. Go ahead. What were you listening to?
Oh, that's some shit that me and Perk put out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was listening to it as well today. You know, I of course took like a hiatus from the music or whatever, but I was listening to it, and I I took a lot like back to like music. Now we're in like the music talk.
Now we're in these nuts,
I was
nigga.
definitely
Now we're in these nuts, nigga. Shut up. No, go ahead.
I was overproducing. I was listening to the same song way too often, and I realized, like looking back, people had told me about doing that, right? But it didn't make sense. And now I listen to it. It's almost like I hear it with a fresh set of ears, and it's like, oh man, I know how I could make that better. But the music Bam and I were working on, it was good. But me being like the crazy perfectionist, it was not perfectionism, but like things that were obvious, I couldn't tell, like the reverb level, like the vocals were pushed too far back. I listen to it now and it's like, oh, like I couldn't tell that I was messing up my mix because it sounded good to me.
Way too many fucking times.
I know.
I can't listen anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I think it was like a lesson learned on my part. It's like, well, first of all, I just need to chill on like the music. Yeah, it's just like I took a little break, and then I was like, let me give some time, and then we'll come back to it with like a fresh set of ears. But yeah, I realized like, yeah, it's like I gotta like fine tune myself, and this is like when you start collabing with people. Because that was like my first collab I've ever done, and it was like a learning lesson. I didn't realize I was blowing Bam out of the water by sending him like a new version every single day. I'm like, wait, Bam, this is the one, and then send him 5 more versions of that.
Hey,
you know.
Hey, let me say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, Bam probably appreciated it and hated it at the same time.
I'm sure.
Yo, because
the first 20.
Yeah. But this is where I was gonna cook with, you know, like as the artist, as somebody who is engineering the track, I want to hear it as much as possible.
Yeah.
So like, Bam's not gonna be mad at hearing himself, right, Bam?
Well, the thing is, like, we would do this whole thing, and I'd write this whole thing. I'd be like, okay, I'd write it to this thing, and you know, I write really responsibly to what the music is doing.
Right.
Yeah.
He would do all that. He would do that, and then the 5th version, he would like change half the fucking music.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Doesn't fucking do anything now because you just changed.
Yeah.
No, I actually, I like to hear this. I like to hear this conversation, not to put you all against each other, but I like to hear this shit because I done made so much music and people start changing beats and shit for me, and it's like, what are you doing? I literally wrote this shit so that when the drop comes, that's when these bars come in. These are the most 2 important bars of my verse. You know, I'm trying to expound on what y'all are saying, but these are the most important parts of the song, and I wrote it to fit into this part. And then you fucked everything up, like, and so
yeah.
So, am I right or wrong, Bam? You know.
No, I mean, you know, it's all balanced. You mean, it's not like I wanted to stifle him doing it, but he would take it to the point, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's it, right there."
Yeah.
And you just lost the vibe.
It was a good learning lesson for me because I realized like just the how irritating it would be if I continued doing that. And I was like, you know, I don't want to be that producer guy. And thank God, because Bam has infinite patience, right? I was like, all right, when you start annoying Bam is when you are really like, you got to wake up and like smell the coffee. And so anyway, I was like, all right. So I realized like, because it was new territory for me, like collabing, and it's come with the challenges. It's almost like you definitely have to, for me, myself, I had to refine myself and make myself a little better and be like, okay, let me just chill out And because he gave me feedback like, hey, when you make a song, okay, so this is the point I want to make, right? I realized before I ever send Bam anything new, I need to have the entire song written the exact way it is going to be forever, right? And when I started, yeah, and I would send Bam like partial ideas, and the problem with that is he would immediately have something really dope to write to it, but then I would start writing the rest of it, and it would like not go in the direction he was expecting, or I'd be like, oh, let me alter this. And so I realized like one of the most important things, there needs to be structure. It's like building a house, right?
Right.
You need to have a blueprint for what you're going to do, and you don't start building a house and then be like, wait, let's add like a second guest room over here. And it's like, no, that's not to the plan. And then you don't really get that until you start interacting with people.
This motherfucker spitting facts right now. This motherfucker spitting. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, being an amateur music producer, even though I feel like I can produce well, it was like that. I was the equivalent of a guy who had learned how to build houses on his own, but never went to like professional school or understood the fundamentals. I understood like general concepts, but then once you start working with somebody, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy, you're doing things kind of a weird way. And I needed to learn that so I could go back and just be like, oh, there's a proper way to start and end, and that the faster you can learn these good habits, the faster you can just pump out good music and move on to the next thing and the next thing, and then next thing you know, you're up and off and running. And so it was definitely a learning lesson, but luckily Bam is a great guy and a super patient guy, and helped me realize those things.
I don't know if I would say that Bam's a great guy. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Bam is legit. Bam's a solid ass dude. He's a solid ass dude. Like what I'm willing to say on my platform, if I think it behind closed doors, I should be able to say it and open doors too. Of everybody that I've ever met on this platform, and this is no shot to you towards you, Perk Dog. Bam is the best person I ever met on Facebook or on YouTube. Like, so through my platform,
I got my plaque right here.
Yeah, but you get it though, Bam. You know, me and you cool, dog. You know, like we always gonna be cool, right? Like Bam is the dopest nigga I have ever met on fucking YouTube, and it's more than I can explain. I can't explain this shit. I don't have the words to say, dog. Like, I mean, I'm not saying this shit to like glaze or like Bam is for real my fucking nigga, dog. Like, he knows the shit. Bam, how many times have we talked? You know, nigga, like we stayed together. We did all this other shit. Like, so when it comes to when I'm like, oh well, Weaver's my best YouTube friend. No, really, Bam's my best YouTube friend, but Bam don't do YouTube like that. Like, I fuck with this nigga Bam. I got his back until like life ends, you know? Like, we done talked about some shit that I'm not gonna bring up, but we done talked about shit, you know? Like, I don't talk to other people about. Like Bam is dope. But
I do, now that you said it though, I need to know, since you mentioned Weaver, what the fuck was that video you put out, Perk?
Which one?
No,
you know.
Hey, before we go there, send me that track. This is where I was trying to go. If it's y'all two, because I fuck with y'all two, send me the track.
Oh, it's on Spotify.
Well, yeah, well, just take the shit down and send it to me, and I'll mix it for y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna charge y'all. I fuck with y'all.
No, that song is good.
Okay. If y'all.
That was when I finally actually got him to finish. I was like, if you do one more version of this song, I'm coming to Texas.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, and you know,
throw your ass out in that van right now.
And if you don't know, Bam like 6'4". He like 6'3", 6'4". He's not a little dude, right? So
yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah. Yo, Bam telling you about to pull up. Let me correct this shit, dog. Let me get this shit right, because a lot of people don't know based off how we sit and how we look. Bam is a giant Negro. I'm not
giant. Av is giant.
Av is
big. That was like 6'8". That's giant.
Nah, you and Av are the same height. You're like, what's your height? What's your
You
height?
obviously don't remember.
What's your height? What's your height? What's your height? Don't do
6'4".
me. Don't do me. Don't do me.
Av's like 6'7".
No, Av's like 6'4". Av is literally 6'4".
Not 6'4".
Yo, you and Av are the same
I can
size.
the pictures right now.
Yo,
It was like 3 inches and like 100 pounds bigger than me.
y'all hear this conversation right now? I'm like, hey, you're 6'4". Y'all are a different 6'4". Cause Av,
Yeah, because he's 6'7". That's why. He's 6'4" plus 3 mo.
Yeah.
Nah. You and Av are the same height, dog. Av is just thicker than you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And pause.
Don't make me whip out. We ain't even on, or I'm not on YouTube. We're on this other thing. We'll lay some shit on the table.
Pause, nigga.
I ain't got pause for that.
Yo, you gotta pause for that shit, dog. You gotta pause that up.
Hey, on a real note, I saw when I first met Av, one of the first things I ever saw him do, though, there was a little Asian girl, probably like 5'5", and she was walking past. She was cute, but she passed all of us. We were all standing there, and Av got a whiff of her. He goes, I see you. And he started doing this. And I was like, is that how Atlanta dudes holler?
Yo. Yo, I'm
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yo,
and I was like, "He was spitting some game," and I don't know what ended up happening, but
that shit is funny.
Yo,
I was like, "You got this 6'8" dude hollering at this little tiny Asian Chinese guy." I was like, "She's gonna have to climb up the tree and grab the coconuts, man." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Nah. I can't let the story go like that because I remember the story. And
you do? Oh shit!
And so the girl looked back and she was like, "Hey," and Al was like, "What's up, girl? How you doing?" And then he started, he started macking. And
yeah, he was for sure.
Yo, he macked the shit out that bitch. He got her IG and her phone number. So
nice.
I gotta make sure I put that out there.
Yeah, you do. You gotta land the plane nicely.
No. I absolutely do not. Have you watched my channel? We crash out over here, dog. Planes crash over here. But nah, this was the first time. So if you don't know, if you're watching the channel, me and Bam stayed together for, maybe like, what was it, like 3-4 days or at NAM?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then like Perk Dog was coming over and we were hanging out, and like Av was hanging out. So like we went to NAM and like, I just got to clean this shit up because I don't want this shit to like, I don't want Av to look negative in the story because Av absolutely pulled the bitch.
No, I was doing
good. He pulled that chick, and I looked over.
I thought his approach was really funny, but he was spitting game, no doubt. But go ahead and finish.
It's all about being funny. That's what I said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you could be funny and you could say some weird ass shit to a chick and make her wanna be interested, that's what it's about. And so like, Yo, I want to say some shit I can't say on the internet, bro. I can't say this shit on the internet. I'm gonna just say this. I remember when Av met Sarah, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like Sarah Too Ill. I remember when he met her and how he acted versus how I acted, right? So I was like, the first time I went to NAM, I was super reserved. And I was just not trying to wild out and be like, extra. Although by the end of the trip, I was extra, because
I was like,
Yo, but I wasn't drinking and shit. When we went to NAM, maybe I was drinking.
I'm like, because I remember, what's homie's name? Remember when we was chilling? It was just me, you, and Chump. And Kira and homie came. What's homie's name?
My homie, the nigga from yeah.
Viral Beats.
Nah.
Not Viral. He was from Octane.
Yeah, Octane. Yeah. That's my boy. That's still my boy till this day. I love that nigga. I love all them people from Octane.
With him. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, he came over. Remember, we was just about faded, and they came over like, let's make a beat. And we was like,
yo.
Oh, God. And
Yeah,
you're like, you came from totally slumped. They put the mic in front of you, and you went, no, 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 no. I was
yo,
like, yeah, spit that.
yo, he's not lying. He is absolutely not lying. I was dead, bro. I
Picked him
was
up off the
dead
floor, and he rapped, and then it just put him back down on the floor.
because I remember we were working on the beat, and I had like I remember fuck, I should remember his name, dog.
I can't think of it either. It's pissing me off.
No, I should remember his name because
Was this the first NAM meetup or the second one?
the first name.
The first NAM,
Yeah.
Eric?
No,
it was like one of them fools from Octane.
Octane. Because Bam remembers, like, there's shit I don't like to say. I be a humble dude, right? But sometimes I gotta say shit. So we get out the car. We get out the car.
We were trying to park, and they're like, some. The whole car of fools yelling for them. I'm like, who the hell is that?
And it was a full car of people. It wasn't just one person. They was wilding, dog. And I was like, what's going on? Like, because like I don't deal with, like, people run up on me often, you know? But this was probably the first time anybody ever ran up on me. And I'm with Bam. And like, these motherfuckers is wilding. I look over at Bam. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now, dog. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? And he was like, they're your fans, clearly, bro. He's looking at me like, clearly. I don't Wasky, yeah. But that's not his real name. His real name.
I know. Well, I know that. Oh, Basil.
Yeah, Basil. Yeah, Basil. Yeah. So they come over to the crib and we are fucked up. I think we're done. It's like the last. It's the last night of NAM, and it's me and it's Chump and it's Bam, right? And we just hanging out at our Airbnb.
We had hit the dispensary. We hit the liquor store. I think we had tacos. We was done.
Nope. We had sushi that night.
Sushi.
Yeah. Because remember, I got that fucking super fire plate of sushi I always talk about. Every time if there's a motherfucker on stream who watches these streams, and I talk about, like, hey, nigga, this crab, not even crab. It was some weird ass sushi I had, but it was fucking absolutely ridiculous, right? And so we just hung out. And like we were done, dog. It was probably like 11 o'clock at night, and we had to dip out. Like Bam left an hour before I did.
Even that late, actually, we was just faded early.
Well, yeah, touche. Because we were smoking
like 10.
It was like, I'll never forget that blunt. So we got a blunt of it was like keef and wax and everything on this blunt. I mean, am I lying? Bam?
No, it was everything.
It was everything. And I didn't smoke like that. I didn't get fucked up like that at the time. So although I was drinking, I didn't normally, every day, I didn't get fucked up like that. So, like, I was fucking done. And then they show up, Basil, and what's old girl's name? Kira, they show up. They homegirl was even finer though. They homegirl was, oh my God, she's out of this world. She's out of this world gorgeous. You know what I'm talking about. But Kira and Basil show up and we start making music. And everybody's playing their part. And I'm fucked up, bro. I'm folded. Like, I don't even want to hang out no more. I'm ready to go to bed, right? But it's like, if people that fuck with you come through to fuck with you, it's your responsibility to fuck with them give them the same respect that they would give you, right? So I'm sitting back in the cut like this, and I'm doing chords and shit, and we're starting to make the beat, and I'm just fucked up, dog. I'm folded. And then, like he said, Bam has not told one lie this whole stream, dog. Like, when I was like, they were like, all right, it's time to rap. I was like, all right. and get the microphone all set up. And
it was like the Crypt Keeper came.
dog, do you remember me? Do you remember me setting up the microphone? Because because we had to drip this shit over, and so we didn't have no mic stands, and like I fucking tied the mic up over like some closet shit, and it was just hanging down, and I was just rapping. So like I had to do like a bunch of shit before I made the track, and then it was like I was like I don't want to do any of this shit. I don't even want to fucking rap no more. And this is my perspective of the situation. How it happened. How it happened. No, fuck that shit. No, I'm lying. We got sushi, and then Kira took me to get tacos. And so Bam's right. Like, as he's saying tacos and shit.
Like a different night.
No, it's the same night. It was the same night. No, it was the same night.
Sushi. We got ramen.
You got ramen, but I got sushi. I didn't get ramen. I got sushi, but it was the same night. And then when they came over there, I was like, I didn't eat all my food, but I was like, can you take me to get some food? I'm hungry. And Kira was like, oh yeah, hop in the whip and let's go. And then like she just rolled the fuck out, dog. Like me and her went and got tacos for everybody. Cause we had went to the same taco joint. If I'm remembering the story correctly, we went to the same taco joint every day. So we ate at the same place 3 days or 4 days or whatever it was that we stayed with, right? But the last day we got sushi. And that same day, when she came over, y'all all ate. Y'all ate all y'all's food. And that was like 5. And then they came over at like 9 o'clock at night. And we were all folded. We was just fucked up. Like, because that joint, the joint we smoked was some stupid shit. It was like some shit like I would never smoke. I would never have smoked that joint. A joint like that with all that shit on it. I wouldn't do that shit. I don't want to die tonight, or I don't want to be retarded. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like to all the people, those kids have needs, special needs. I would have never have done that shit. And we had just got sushi because I ate every day. Bam will tell you this. Every day I ate at the same place when we were in fucking Anaheim. Like the Mexican restaurant. That's not
Del
really
Taco.
Nah, it was
It wasn't Del Taco.
Absolutely not Del Taco. Yo, Bam knows what I'm talking about though. What did I eat every day? Fish tacos, nigga. Every day I ate fish tacos for like 4 days, 3 days. However long we were down there.
That song we made?
Which one?
The one we did that night. You still got that shit?
Probably not. Probably.
You probably do. You got 9 bazillion fucking tracks.
Yeah. I've got a million tracks, but
I didn't even do anything because I was like, I started trying to sing. I was like, yeah.
No, I remember that. I do remember that shit though. I remember that shit. I was like,
I was singing all low. I was like, Kira, why don't you hit this?
No. I remember that shit though. Now that you say this shit. Because you got to remember, this is shit that I may not remember the whole story because I don't know everybody's perspective, right? So, like, this is the story from my perspective, right? Yo, Bam adding that shit in though is hilarious because we was like, that shit is hilarious, dog. For the same reason when I was talking about Perk earlier about how we was making music with Zane. It was the same shit. Like, Bam didn't want to make no music. Bam was done. Like, Bam was done for the day. And I was done. I didn't want to do shit. But, like I always say, it's my responsibility.
Was Zane that young kid that came over and he was trying to make music with y'all?
Yeah. That was the next. That was
funny.
Yo, that
He's
was
like, what do we do if we just do this track? And it was like, what? How old are you?
No. I feel bad for Zane because I really like Zane. Like I love him. I know. Well, I love his motivation, his inspiration.
He was like, make music, you 40-year-old motherfucker.
Yo. Because if y'all remember, I streamed that night, so I streamed that shit.
We were watching.
Yeah, and I was like, I was the cool old nigga. I don't know if you remember how the stream went. I was like the person who was the most mild mannered of that stream.
When he says cool, he means totally drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, yeah. I've been drinking.
Yeah.
I've been drinking. No, I get that. I get that. I be drinking. I get that. But that night, go watch that stream again. Go watch it again. I'm like the voice of reason, and like Perk. God damn it!
Yeah, we're just like, yeah, go ahead, be the voice of reason. Go ahead and talk it.
God damn it! No, but that night everybody was like, he's got to go. Like all y'all were like, he got to get the fuck out of here, right? Like I don't know, Perk remembers this shit. There was a point where
I do.
Zane goes to the bathroom, and everybody's like, you need to tell him to leave. And I'm not joking. Perk, am I serious? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth?
I remember the chat was blown up, and they're like, who is this guy? And they're like, dog, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Right.
I was just like, I'm going to just let him do his thing, because it was almost more entertaining by having a nutcase there and directing like everyone over 40, like, all right, you fucking start doing this. I was just like, kid, look, man, everyone in here has probably worked a hard job longer than you've been alive for. So I don't think shouting directions is really going to go over that well, but you can try.
You're shouting all this like super rudimentary stuff, like, I'm going to put this 808 here, and everyone's like, uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, yo, but I got that. And so what maybe what everybody didn't know or recognize or realize at that time is I understood that. And so I wanted to give him his opportunity to shine, right? So I looked at it different than everybody else, because everybody else was like, this motherfucker gotta go, dog. Like we don't want to do this shit. Like, yeah, okay, there's equipment set up. We don't want to make no music tonight. We just want to like hang out, you know, like Perk came over with us. And we got sushi again. Do you remember that shit, Perk?
I think the funniest thing, though, was he put you on such a huge pedestal, and he's like, why is my favorite YouTuber getting drunk? And he's just getting sloppy fucking drunk, and he's on the floor, and he's drooling on himself. Why? You weren't drooling on yourself, but he was just like, it was not working what he was trying to do. And I was like, you just keep tipping that bottle something. This is working fantastically.
Well, because you know me. Like, y'all know me. Both y'all know me. Yeah. Right? Bam, do you know me?
We know you.
Yeah, you know me, right? So I'm just, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I'm lying. I care about what people think about me. But if you think that I'm whatever, I don't care about that shit. You know?
He's like, I care unless you think this, then fuck you.
Yeah. That's how I think.
Like that, you know?
Like, don't judge me for the decisions I make. Judge me for the things
the decisions he makes.
No. Don't judge me for being me, but judge me for the decisions I do. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? No. Shut up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I choose to wild out, don't judge me for wilding out. But if I slap women, judge me for that shit. That's how I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, judge me for the things I do, but don't judge me for the decisions I make, if that makes sense.
Okay, we got it.
Well, I'm gonna run, y'all. I gotta start working on some school. Bam, it was good seeing you again. So I'm gonna chop out, and I'll let y'all do the rest. I'll let y'all do the rest of this thing. And Bam, I'll be sending you about like at least 5 more updates on the beat this week.
Why don't you just send it to me and I'll mix it.
Yeah, for sure. I need another ear besides Bam. So anyway,
you finishing this shit or what?
And now, for real, this is what I was trying to get to earlier. Send me the stems, I'll mix it for y'all. Because y'all fuck with y'all. I know.
It'd be interesting to hear your interpretation of it, because you might mix it like in a better way that I haven't heard. So
well, that's gonna happen. Whether you Bam shaking his head. That's gonna happen.
We're gonna get it back, and there's gonna be like a cowbell and 808 added to it. It's like, y'all need some cowbell on this shit.
You go that same snare.
Don't do me, dog. Don't do me. Because it's always the same kick and it's always the same snare in every video I do. Yo, but no, for real, send it to me. I'll mix it for y'all. I mean, I'm being real. I'm being real. I'm being real.
Yeah. All right.
Like,
have a good night, dude.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, man. Peace, man. Take it easy.
All right, peace. So, Bam, you gonna hang out here for a little bit?
I need to. So I'm remixing this woman's song. So I got 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
She's supposed to call me.
That's probably all I need to be on the stream for. So that's
How long
probably
you been on?
9 minutes.
Probably wasn't that long before I saw you.
Yeah. I don't need to be on here all night, but I do.
Who was homeboy that was there with you the other night or the day or whatever?
Rashid.
A couple times.
My nigga Rashid. Like I want to bring more people on. So like I want to get into this lane where I'm talking to people who have experiences with me, but have experiences with music as well, if that makes sense. And so like Rashid lives with me. Well, not with me, but he's like, he lives across the street from me. So he lives in the building that's across the street from me. So I just know him through time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my boy. That's my dog. That's my boy. That's my dog. He cool. Rashid cool.
You move around. You're not at the parents' pad anymore, right?
No, this is my crib. I've been here for like the last year.
I just get confused because every time I blink, you're somewhere else.
Yeah, no, this is where I've been for the last year. Whenever we talk and you see videos of me or doing whatever, this is like my crib, you know, because like you're right. I've lived in a lot of places, you know, like I've done a lot of shit. But this is like my spot, you know, like
cool.
That's why you see the same setup every time, is because it's my spot, you know.
Yeah.
Bam, talk for a minute. Tell these motherfuckers how dope you are. Talk your shit, nigga. Talk your shit.
I have that. Did you say I just got out of that showcase? I played this songwriter showcase. It was pretty dope. You know, I was the darkest one there, but I represented.
I was the darkest one there. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm up in this fucking mountain town, so.
Talk your shit. Tell them about you. Tell them what you do. Nigga, you are dope, bro. They may not know. Tell them, bro. Tell them what you do.
I'm producing shit. You know, I'm still producing with people online. I'm producing with a bunch of my wife's people. So they'll come to me with this super, you know, spiritual namaste kind of music. And they're like, we needed to have a little more. I was like, yeah, you need to have a little more of this. So I normally just rip out all the drums and bass and just change all that shit and chop their shit up. And so I'm about to work with this one woman on that. I've been playing bass in like 3 bands right now, and that's pretty hysterical. I had to learn like 120 songs in a month.
So look at its backdrop. Look at his backdrop, and you see the drums. No, I'm saying he plays that. Mm-hmm. Yo, a bass. He gonna play that. Yo, we went to NAMM, and as we rolled through NAMM, I did my little shit. So like props to Bam, because it's like he was just rolling with me. Like he wasn't like a fanboy. It was like my homeboy going through NAMM with me. And this nigga gets on this guitar and starts ripping the guitar, and I look at him and I'm like, nigga, this is crazy. This is like the footage. I put the footage out. It's on my NAMM video, the first NAMM video, right? But he just grabs the guitar. Y'all don't get the intro to that shit, and he just starts ripping this shit. And I'm like, bro, you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why you follow me? You know what I'm saying? Like you like you get out in public and you can act a fool, and there's like 20 people around us watching Bam, and it's like, bro, I didn't realize people who follow me get down like that. You know, like that's a compliment. I hope you take that as a compliment. You know, like I like. Why would you follow me and you get down like this? You know what I'm
Because I'm
saying?
too lazy to make YouTube videos. I gotta watch somebody else do it.
No, I get it, but you don't remember what I'm talking about. You was playing that little MIDI guitar, and I was like, "What in the fuck is going on right now?" Like you didn't see me because you was just jamming, and like I'm like I think Sir Chump was shooting us at the time, and I was just like, "What in the fuck is going on right now? This motherfucker is destroying this damn guitar." And I didn't realize he got down like this. And then what's even doper is that allows me to look into you more as an artist. So, like, all the content, obviously I follow you, you know that. But, like, all the content that you put out where you're, like, playing bass in the background and then you're, like, the backup singer or you're the main singer or whatever the case is for whatever song. Bro, I've seen so much of you. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I
This
watched that.
last year I've been busy. Yeah.
Yeah, but all these years, dude, because even before the last year, I've seen you jam out. And what's incredible to me is that you're able to play the guitar and sing at the same time. And I don't think that people understand that musicians like you are the best musicians. So like, okay, I could be cool. I might be like somebody you like watched online, but I'm not a better musician than Bam. Bam smokes me every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time. You
We
know?
all we all just do different shit, dog.
Yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though, bro. You know, if we were to get into an argument and be like, who's a better musician, I'm not gonna win that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't win that shit. I can't win that shit. You know? Like, bro, you can come over to my house and play everything that I have at my house better than me. And then you're gonna start singing and shit. And I'm like, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Shut your ass up, nigga. Like, I want to hear that shit. Nigga, you better than me. Shut up.
Man,
But
I do miss them collab videos. You was getting pummeled with bullshit because every time you hit the button, some little random ass other shit would pop up.
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, but that was when we really started doing the shit. I think, at least the era when I came in.
I think that I was talking to Bars Antone. I don't know if you know who Bars Antone is because he be around. Yeah, but he's been in a lot of streams over the last year, right? And he was like, "You don't give yourself the credit you should give yourself." And I look at it like this: I'm not as humble as y'all think I am. I talk my shit, bro. I'm dope. Like when it comes to rapping and songs and putting bars together, I'm better than anybody you know. But when it comes to music, I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, you don't gotta feel me, but you get me, you know.
That's
But
that humble part in there.
what's that?
Why's my I said that's that humble bone in there.
Yeah. But I know I'm doper than everybody else y'all hear. Right? There's nobody on YouTube that does what I do, that does what I do, who can be a combination of everything better than me. So like, the closest person is Curtis King. Curtis King makes better beats than me. He can't out rap me. I'll run fucking circles around this nigga. You want beef, nigga? Bring that shit, right? But just because I'm dope in my couple of lanes, I'm not the greatest musician out there. Like I understand, like you can pick up some strings and start playing them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You can pick up your guitar and start playing that shit. I'm tone deaf. You can grab the microphone and start singing. So you are so much better of a musician than I am, but I can recognize that shit, and that's kind of why I love fucking with you so heavy, is because you're not looking at it as in I'm better or worse than you. You're looking at it as in what can we create that's dope. You know what I mean?
Because I was in the Bay Area and fucking everybody, fucking like people, homeless people you walking over in the street are better than me. Like everybody fucking is a musician and amazing musician.
And a lot of people. Go ahead.
I was just saying, you just get put you start having like, oh, I'm fucking amazing, you just get put in your place real quick. So
Right.
I came
Right.
up.
Right. No, I still hold firm. If I ran into them homeless niggas, they gonna catch these bars, nigga. Nah, I'm playing.
They getting up, they getting
Yeah,
up from just like you did, getting up from the trash can and just fucking spitting and then
yeah,
sitting back down.
yeah. No, they catching these bars, but I just am lucky, Like I feel like you, where you live at in LA is different than when I live at in Atlanta. So in
Yeah, I
LA,
live in LA.
yeah, everybody goes to LA to be a star, right? That's like the point of moving to LA. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fading out a little bit now, but that has been the thing.
People don't move to Atlanta to be a star. They
I don't
move to
know.
Atlanta.
I think Atlanta, that scene got pretty big for a minute.
You might be right, but I feel like they move here for a change of life.
Yeah.
You know, because
Mm.
we don't have a scene where there's a bunch of waiters who were trying to be actresses or actors and all that other shit, right?
Right.
But in Atlanta or I'm sorry, L.A. or New York, that's a thing. Like motherfuckers could never make it, and then that they're lifetime actresses, or no, I'm sorry, they're lifetime waitresses.
It was right. Yep.
Right. But that's not the thing down here. You come down here and you try to live and you don't make it, you figure out another hustle. You figure out another hustle. You keep figuring out hustles till you figure out hustles. So it's a little bit different. You might have initially moved down here, but you found your hustle in Georgia. You know?
Right.
Um I mean, I'm just this is my perspective as somebody who may not know it all, who may know it all. I don't fucking have the answers, but that's just what I see. Like the difference in LA versus Atlanta. Because in
Yeah.
Atlanta, no, I'm sorry, in LA, bro, you have to work because it costs, yeah,
Yeah.
it costs $600,000 for a $200,000 house, and so the life is just different in these two ecosystems that we live in. It's just different, living
Just
in,
to try and get to an audition.
right. It's just different, you know, like 18 million people live in fucking or in California. 5 million live here in Georgia. So it's not the same life. And I know a lot of times people don't understand that, or the same with New York. 15 million people live in New York. It's not the same life, dog. It's not the same life. Just because there's Hollywood or glitz and all this shit here where I live, it ain't the same life, bro. Because you got to work harder in LA and New York than Georgia in order to make it because of the uh
Cost of living.
yeah, cost of living is the words I was looking for. I'm glad you said that shit. Thank you, sir. But the cost of living is different. So since like where I live, right? I live in a decent apartment. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't live in Atlanta, but I live in Decatur. But that's the suburb.
Hater.
Yeah. But, when Outcast was like from all the way up to Decatur, whatever. But I live in this.
I come get me some. A
Yeah.
deadly voice over drums. We from ATL. Put that swatch on your car. The Southern Star.
Yeah. But where I live is the city that touches Atlanta, right?
Mhm.
So I'm in the suburb that's the closest to Atlanta.
Yeah, I got
And
family out there.
yeah. So I'm like the closest suburb. I'm in the suburb you want to live in if you don't live in Atlanta. And I pay like I pay like I pay like 1,400 for rent, right? Um I got my deal. I got a deal. Most people that live in my apartment complex pay 1,600. So like I'm stumbling because I don't want to like say what I'm saying. Um, but I pay like 1,400 to live in an apartment complex. where you live at, it may be cheaper. It'd be more expensive. Now, if I was to move to LA or New York and wanted this same apartment, I would probably pay $3,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I recognize that the grind's different. Like my grind's different than somebody who lives in New York. I ain't got to pay $3,000 every month. I couldn't pay $3,000 a month to have a place. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And so the Atlanta grind is a little bit different because LA is the where everybody goes to make their dreams happen. But Atlanta is actually the city of dreams, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Martin Luther King's from here. Oh, yeah, sip him up. Nigga, I've been drinking the whole time, bro.
Shit. I know exactly what you look like when you're drinking. In a second, it's like I look you right in your eyes. It's like, let me see, is it Crown or is it Remy? Let me see.
I'm not doing, I can't lie. I have drinking some hard liquor tonight, and it was Crown. Touche. Touche.
All 7 of y'all niggas, right in the chat. Bam called it.
He ain't lying. Yo, he's not lying though. I did drink some Crown tonight.
What is today? It's Friday, huh?
It's Friday. Nigga, I drank so much alcohol today. I shouldn't say this shit, but I'm just saying it because we kicking it now. You got to go in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. But I drank so much alcohol today. I passed out and I got up at 5, and that's when I called Perk. No, I'm lying. I got up at 5.
It's like 7:30.
Well, not where I'm at. Where I'm at, it's fucking probably 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But
it's like 8.
Yeah. So if it's 8 where you're at, it's 11 where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I called Perk, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to get on the stream?" Because Perk and Busy was beefing, right?
Perk and Busy?
Yeah.
I probably listen to that boy. I like his stuff, but his presentation just annoys me or something. So I just
Perk Dog was white people in. And so yeah, that's what I told Perk though. Like,
no,
I'm not saying this shit to be racist or talk shit on the internet. I told Perk this shit. I was like, "Hey, dog."
What was he, Karening?
He made a video of him of Busy kissing himself, right? And so it looked like some gay shit. And Busy ain't fuck with that shit. But when Perk called me and talked to me, because Busy blocked Perk, like they wasn't cool.
So wait, where did Perk even put the video up? Just on his own shit? How did Busy
on YouTube?
I know, but Busy don't be looking at Perk shit, does he?
Busy looks at everybody's shit. Just
that
like
is true. That is true. I take it back.
I look at everybody's shit too. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't an attack at Busy. I mean, I'm cool.
No, I know. He's looked at my stuff. He's like
yeah. But I watch everybody's shit. Mm-hmm. So whether you have 500 subscribers or 1 million subscribers, I watch your shit.
So he wasn't feeling it when.
Absolutely not. I don't even know how. I don't even know if it was like a beat critique. I don't know how Busy saw the shit. Like I didn't ask Perk the shit. But
so is that the same video where Weaver was all kissing him shit, or is that like a second video?
A second video. So that's a second video, and he sent it. I think the first video that he made had the Busy shit and the Weaver shit in it, and he sent it to Weaver, and Weaver laughed it off. You know, it was like, "Oh, this shit's funny." You know, liked it, commented on the video and shit, right? But Black people and white people are different. yo, a lot of yeah.
I like them parties like, yeah, I don't go to them white people parties. They be sticking carrots in your ass and shit when you wake up.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. White people and black people are different. And I see race, I see color, but I only see color to appreciate color, right? Because tacos wouldn't exist if Mexicans didn't make the shit. Fried rice wouldn't exist if Chinese people, if yo people didn't make the shit. You know, lumpia and pancit wouldn't exist if yellow people didn't make that shit. Fried chicken wouldn't exist the way that it does if black people didn't create that shit. You know, like all of this other shit, it's my responsibility to see color and respect cultures and respect people as they are because we grow up different, you know? Like I'm not like y'all so you know my boy Two Cypher? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Two Cypher ain't the same. Like you can look at him and me and we're the same exact color and skin tone, but he grew up in a single household with a white woman. I grew up with two black parents, right? So we ain't the same, dog. Like we didn't have the same experience growing up because my nigga ass parents was niggaing all the time. You know what I'm saying? They was out in the streets acting like niggas, you know? Like I called my mama right before I got on the stream and I just talked to her and she's the most wonderful woman you'll ever meet. She's the nicest black woman you'll ever meet. But my experience with my mom will never be the same as somebody else who don't know black people. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents grew up in the South, dog. Like I didn't. Life is different for everybody. So to make this shit short, you know what I'm saying? To end this all this shit. What I appreciate about you is that you're such a dope musician. And I oftentimes think that you don't realize how dope you are. You know? Like you're dope, bro. You are one of the ones, dog. You're one of the ones. Cause I look up to you as you may look up to me, if that makes sense. You know? Like I don't keep in contact with you because I have to. I keep in contact with you because I want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you do dope shit. I look up to you, bro. I look up to people like you. And you may not realize this shit because I'm the one with the platform. Whatever. That shit don't matter. Bro, I look up to you. What's that?
So I'm just too lazy to do a YouTube channel. I thought about it so many times after like really hanging out with you. I'm like, I should do that. And I mean, I need to. You kind of need to as a musician nowadays, but I just think, for me, it just would be taken away from my time, like editing videos and whatever, taking my time learning songs and.
You're fucking up because for somebody like
exactly, I know.
Yeah, for somebody like you could get somebody to partner on your channel with you, and you could take like 70% and you can pay somebody 30% to edit your videos, right? And so somebody else could
get monetized.
What's that?
That'd have to be after I get monetized.
How do you think you're not going to get monetized? You know a lot of people on YouTube.
I'm just saying, it would just take a minute.
Well, nah, because you know people on YouTube, so you know me. So I'm going to promote your channel. You know Av, he's going to promote your channel. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought he was mad at like this whole clique.
He's mad at me. He's not mad at y'all. He's just mad at me. Which, I don't fucking know, dog. That shit is weird to me. Because, like, he's mad at me for sticking up for him. You know? Because
shit happens.
Yeah. But you have connections. And so, like, I will promote you. If you're going to do a video, I'll just cross collab with you. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I'll promote you in streams or in videos or whatever the case is. Because you're my boy. I want you to fucking figure out how to get paid without having to go work hard, dog.
That would be nice. That part would be nice.
Do you understand? I don't work hard. I ain't put out a video on YouTube in fucking 2 weeks.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It's been 2 weeks, right? But my rent gonna be paid because I've already made the money for fucking next month. I get paid on the 21st. I see what it looks like. Like I'm already gonna get paid, right?
What do you got? Like 15,000? What's your subscriber?
I just reached 40.
40.
I just reached 40 this week. So maybe Tuesday or something like that, you know.
Like, what are we trying to? When I first hooked up, we was trying to get you to 10.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, we out here grinding, dog. We out here grinding. And then last year, I've grinded The last year has been the least that I've ever worked on YouTube. I don't fucking get on here and work like that no more because I don't want to do all the same shit that I've been doing.
Right.
You know, and so it's up to me to find new lanes, and that's why I want to do like this shit like this, where like niggas like you hop on, cause you're a real nigga. You know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta lie. Right. You can call me out if I'm lying. Call me out, nigga.
All right, dog. You know what? So I gotta go hook up with the chick.
No, you're good. You're good. Tell your wife I said hi. Not no suspect way. You already know that shit. I know, but tell her I said hello, and then also tell her I'm trying to come out there before fucking the summer because my kids got to come here this summer. My kids gonna be here for 2 months, so I wanna figure out how I can come out there before June and hang out for a week with you. But there needs to be bitches there too, though. Bitches gotta be there, dog. They gotta be there. You know what I mean?
Taking entries, and I need to be there before summer. On a week when there's bitches.
Well, my kids gonna be here the whole summer.
No, I'm just saying you got
all these demands. Yeah, I get it. Or maybe I'll wait till after summer. So maybe I'll wait till August. That might be better. But I want to come out there and hang out and just jam with you, dog. Like I fuck with you. Like I think you are a dope individual. You're like one of the people I've met in my life that I always want to keep around. You know what I'm saying? Like if I know you feel the same way because you keep me around. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta keep me around either. Just because I'm a content creator and just because I got followers, you ain't gotta keep me around. You're
dog. She calling right now, dog.
All right, we out. All right, dog. I'm out on the stream too. I'll holler at y'all motherfuckers later. We out this bitch. I'm about to go watch wrestling highlights because I miss my wrestling.
Lakers.
Okay. Golden State's winning the championship, but whatever.
All right, dog. Peace. Have a good night.
I said it here. All right, peace. I said it here. Golden State winning the championship, but I'll holler at you, doggy. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Busy, are you up in here? Damn. I'm just seeing your comment and shit. I wasn't reading comments. Fuck this shit. If Busy in here, I'll stay on for another half hour. Hey, I'm about to call you. Is that cool? Just hop in here. You can just use your phone. Hit the link. Nigga, hit the link. I'm not going to attack you. I always give you all your flowers, dog. Like, I always give you all your flowers. Like, without you, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I don't think people understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? But hop in here. Hit the link. Because, like again, I stress this shit. I'm not here to attack you, doggy. I fuck with your content and you. And without you, I wouldn't be the YouTuber that I am. Like I can't say that shit any more, respectful. Like I'm willing to stay on stream because I want to talk to you. I want to do like stuff together. I want to start cross promoting. I want to do shit with other people, who are on this platform. So I'm one of the dopest on the platform, dog. I don't care what nobody says, dog. Like, as far as consistency, nobody's more consistent with quality music from all the perspective. As the rapper, as the producer, as the engineer. There is nobody on this platform that's better than me. None of these niggas. Ed Talenti, Kyle Beats, none of those niggas. Kyle Beats, they can't rap like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do dope shit, but you can't rap like me, and maybe you make better beats than me. Maybe you're a better engineer than me. I'll give you that, I'm not arguing certain points, but like when it comes to everything, motherfuckers can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't. Y'all want to do diss tracks? We can do diss tracks. Like, and so I just like to talk to people who I feel So how can I say this? I think that you are a trailblazer. So I think that because of you, I have a lane to do what I do, right? I'll never argue that shit. I think that because you got your black ass on the internet and started showing people how to make beats, I can get my black ass on the internet and show people how to make beats. I don't even know if like I don't know. I could put that shit in better terms, dog. Like because of you, I can do what I do. You know. So yeah, hit the link. Because if you don't, I'm about to get off here in a second. You know, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I've been on here for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit the link. I'm not going to Dame Taylor you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to have you come up with my shit and get all disrespectful and, like, try to make you look bad because that's not what I do over here, you know? Like, that's not the point of my channel, you know? Like, my point of my channel is not to make people look bad. The point of my channel is to build everybody up and teach people either how to be better or, you know, whatever the case is. So I see you out there. I appreciate you commenting and shit like that. But I need you to hop into the chat. Hop in the chat. I'm not Dame Taylor. Because y'all don't even understand. Oh, here we go. Busy in here. Busy in here. Ah, Busy, I appreciate you. Let me add you to the stage. Busy, I appreciate you. Let me add you to the stage.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Check.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear my mic?
Fuck.
Oh.
I figure this out again. No, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Is the mic coming through?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. We can hear each other.
Okay, dope. Firstly, thank you for having me. I was just listening and while I was downloading a bunch of plugins and installing stuff.
Let me get the screen straight. Fuck, I gotta mute myself. Ah, shit. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I hear you. Let me know if there's any feedback because I have this virtual mixer.
There's some feedback. You gotta put the gate on.
Yeah, I have this complex thing set up. My apologies on that.
Yeah. Let me, as we talk, I'm gonna let you talk for just 1 second, just because, don't judge me, Nick. I gotta go get some more beers. I've been sitting here for hours and I drink, you know? So I've been sitting here for like an hour and a half waiting for some more beers and I haven't got them. So just talk to the people, tell them who you are. Obviously, clearly they know who you are. I'm gonna change my thumbnail when I come back to just be like Busy here.
Okay.
I'm sorry that this is how it started, but I was about to get offline and then you messaged and I was like, nah, fuck that. If Busy here, I gotta get Busy in here. So
No, deeply appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And nah, you don't gotta appreciate it, doggy. Let me go get a beer real quick and just tell the people who you are and what you do and everything like that, and then give me 30 seconds. I'll be right the fuck back, dog. Sorry, it's crash out as soon as you get here, but you know.
Nah, I feel you. I was doing other stuff anyhow. What's up to the Sumnsumnsumn Htk crowd? I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. You probably see my annoying face on Instagram or maybe YouTube's. I don't know where people see me at. But if you don't know me, I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. We train over 1 million producers around the world. Some are going to work with Drake, Kanye West, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, French Montana, Young Thug, Polo G, Trippie Redd, Lil Baby, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Long list of folks. You know, we've helped folks get some YouTube subscribers. I saw you just passed 40K, was it?
Yeah. My whatever I pass, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's about you, dingy. You know what I'm saying? It's about you. Whatever I just hit don't matter. Just tell them about you, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is me letting you flex on my platform.
No, I love that you gave the platform to other folks because when you're growing, you know, I feel your struggle or the pain of it, which is like we feel like we're so pigeonholed into the thing. Like your thing, I could probably see from the outside is like you don't want to keep doing best free plugins of 2025 when only 3 to 5 came out or whatever it is. They might not all be good, but they're great, things to have. So it's like, does every video have to be that? Because then it attracts the same people, and then you're like, wait, I can't not do it, because then if I not do it, then I don't get the you can't keep growing the business. So I understand the frustration, which is because you mentioned a couple other times, you said how you respect certain other folks like Curtis King for going into a different lane and different things like this to monetize.
Right.
And so, as people can see, this is not the flex. It's more so to show you guys this is a constant grind. Okay, so the old YouTube thing over here, that's the 100,000 one, and then this is the million one. I got that 2024.
Flex. I don't mean flex, but you're telling your experience. So flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the way I got this was a unique way that nobody really follows, which is to take that other lane. But to get it, though, it required a lot of hate. I think you guys were talking about hate earlier. And it just required, like, you basically had to shed all your old skin in order to get to that next level. But that's what unlocked the answer to get me past that specific point. Without that happening, because so the drama of the producer community, right? So
I know, dog. I know. I be beefing with you sometimes because of the producer community, but I always say the real shit. Like I'm always like, hey. I get frustrated at little things that niggas do. And it's not that you've never done me wrong. You've shouted me out. You come on my platform multiple times at this point. You rock with me, right? But there's things I don't like, but I can't control you as a human being, if that makes sense. So like sometimes if you laugh at some shit that you think is funny, it's funny to you, nigga, whatever, So like I'm not the controller of feelings, if that makes sense. And in this community, there's so many people with feelings because we're all musicians and we live in a place where can you still hear me?
Yeah, I had to close out my other tab so that my camera works better.
One of my cameras dropped off. But I'm saying I'm not the controller of feelings, so you should be able to feel however you want to feel. So it's my responsibility to, if you support me, to support you, no different than your homie, right? So if I have so let me give you an example. So I don't know if you watch New Rory and Mal. It's a podcast that comes on, and Rory and Mal used to be on the Joe Budden podcast, and they, whatever. Okay, so a lot of people hate on Mal because Mal always supports Drake, but Drake's his homeboy, right? But I don't understand why people sweat fucking Mal. If I had a homeboy, I'm going to support him no matter what. You know what I mean? Like till the death of us. I'm about to riot for this nigga till the death of us. I'm gonna tell him in private, you shouldn't act like that, But on platforms or in public, I'm gonna support my people because that's how we're supposed to ride. Now, with you, I always ride positively in public and privately. Because what you don't realize is that without you, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, right? So that shit that you should understand is that you can clip this and play it later too. I don't give a fuck. I'm being real. But like without you, there is so much shit I learned from your channel I wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't be able to mix my lyrics the same way I do. I wouldn't be able to EQ or compress or do a bunch of stuff that I learned how to do from watching your channel. So the reason why I ride so hard for you is because without you, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Thank you for that.
You don't have to thank me for that. You put the time and effort in. You know what I mean? I'm being real. Like I don't think a lot of people understand as we go through this process. I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT because I believe that people before you can set the groundwork for you, and then everything that they accomplish as they set the groundwork for you is what puts you into the place of being able to be where you're at, right? So I only have 40,000 subscribers, and I'm still able to live every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my own place. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not at the parents' house. I'm not doing all this other shit. I'm living off my own life. And I ain't worked in like 2 weeks, right? I ain't worked in 2 weeks. Who else can not work for 2 weeks and still be able to pay their bills, right? My rent paid. Clearly, it's fucking March 6th. They would have evicted me by now, right? So clearly, I can pay my bills and do the things that I do. But it's because somebody laid the blueprint before I got here and laid the blueprint. And so why I really appreciate you more. There's some shit we gonna talk about on this. Let me let you cook for a second, because I gotta change the title to Busy's here. Cause now Busy here, now like probably 45, 50 more people gonna show up.
Right on. No, I love that, firstly. And I will share this to my tab too. I had my mic on mute just so it didn't echo. But firstly, I want to say, you even acknowledging me in your journey, that's powerful, because, some of the frustrations I guess you and myself may face is, we put people onto so much stuff, or a technique or something, and then they'll go use the technique and parade as if it's theirs. And I think that rubs people like ourselves the wrong way, because we're never acknowledged. And that's all we ask for, is a simple acknowledgement and attribution. And I think that's my big struggle with these audio companies, when we're making them millions of dollars, like not even hundreds of thousands, not tens of thousands, millions of dollars. And they just don't even attribute, their success to the black creators like yourself, who's putting people on game before they even know about a plugin. That has a lot of value. Cost per acquisition, there's a number for that these companies target. And if they don't value that, it's like, do we keep playing their game, which is being their distribution, or do we create our own products and kind of take our power back and just talk about our stuff? So when you said support, that meant a lot to me, because it shows that you see it as a collaborative game, which is, if you protect, BusyWorksBeats, and BusyWorksBeats protects you, and we all have this economy of stuff, that's what grows our actual strength. Because now we don't care about what Native Instruments does. We don't care about what Arturia does. That's just a cherry on the ice cream, so to speak. So what I'll do is I'll share your stream here on my posts.
I'm doing the same shit. I'm sorry, man. The way that it looks is like I know I'm all on camera, but I'm like retyping.
Oh no, I got it. There it goes. I just didn't know how fast that would be. But yeah, to everybody watching the replay and you've mentioned many times how you've gone to bat behind the scenes, and I know how it looks crazy why I would entertain certain people online. And
sometimes you shouldn't entertain these niggas. Why do we have such a delay? You gotta fix what's going on? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not telling you gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know why the audio is so fucked up right now, but it's fucked up. I don't know if you can hear it. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, that's my mistake. That's why I gotta make sure I mute on time. I basically have a virtual mixer that allows me to use my DAWs, the audio. It's a convoluted thing, but so I'm here to listen, and then I'll respond to you.
All right, well, no, go ahead and talk for a second. I'm still typing. Me and you, I'm changing my theme, because obviously you get it. Like I you're bigger than me, so if I change my, you get it. You get doing the stream, and you done had 17 topics. You got to keep changing your topics. So go ahead and talk for a second while I finish to change this shit up real quick.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and like you mentioned before, it's the same way somebody who came behind BusyWorksBeats may say, okay, BusyWorksBeats plowed the path. There's nobody that I can look to in this space that has done what we do. There's a Rick Beato, but he's a little bit, in the guitar realm and the mass market realm. There's a Charles Cornell. He's awesome. He's more in the guitar, but he's more in the piano realm. And you have Adam Neely, and then you have Andrew Wang. Not sure how to pronounce it.
Wang. Yeah, Wang. Yeah.
And the only person I could say that's close is probably Andrew Wang. But it's like, I don't want my brand to be that. So it's like, who do you follow? And that's why I mentioned the story behind this gold plaque was that I had to go through fire and brimstone to get that, because that was what it was. That's what was required to grow almost 300,000 subscribers in a year. So I'm willing to share all these techniques, with the next person, so that you guys can, take the baton, so to speak, and then level it up from 40 to 150K. That's going to be easy, by the way.
But what I think that people miss often, the times when they're watching your content, is that you're giving me the keys to the motherfucking the Corvette, or you're giving me the whip to the horse. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stress this enough. This ain't no glazing shit. Like, so I didn't try to get you on my platform to glaze and shit or whatever the kids say nowadays, right? I am telling people that, look, some of y'all look up to me, and the person who I got the information that I needed to be a solidified YouTuber was busy. So don't hate this nigga like y'all hate him, because if y'all love me, why would y'all not love my source of information? You know what I mean? Like, why would you not love the place where I got my information? And so I don't like how you and Weaver's beef is going. I don't like how you or Weaver act towards each other. And this is just being somebody who's saying I'm cool with both of y'all, right? Like, I wish that y'all wouldn't have got on the stream with Dame and y'all would have got on the stream with me, because the way that I'm going to present this shit is going to be like HR in a real company. So Busy, the way that you take a lot of shit in this world is like a motherfucker who's a businessman. So you look at everything that you do as a business, right? I understand that. I get that shit. I see you, right? I'm not saying that you are fake or real or whatever, but I'm saying, like, bro, I was a general manager for 20 years. I understand profit after controllables. I understand fucking food costs. I understand all these other shit that is stuff that comes in line with business. And so the way you always present yourself is as a businessman. And although you're an artist first, you're still a businessman. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, I see you differently than other people, because I'm somebody that's hired 3,000 people. Nobody else on the internet in this music area has been like some people's bosses and all this other shit. Nobody else on this internet has been like the employer, right? I'm the employer. So the way I look at you is different than the way that most people are going to look at you, because I understand that you're offering education and you're trying to get paid, right? That's what we should be doing, right? Like everybody should be living their dream. If your dream is to make music, figure out how you can make fucking a living, you know what I'm saying, making music, teaching people, and then getting paid too, right? Right. I know you think I'm cooking right now, because I know you think I'm cooking right now. But I see you differently because of everything that I've been through in my life. So again, you can clip all this shit. I went through so much racism and so much shit growing up, right? So I see people differently. And the way that I look at the world, because like most people aren't 5-year-olds and hearing nigger every day, right? But I didn't grow up in a place to where that's not what I heard every day. And so since I grew up in a situation like that, that shit has forced me to be the person I am. And I understand you didn't grow up in like the middle of Philly. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever's the hood in Philly, that's not where you grew up at. You grew up where you grew up at. You can't control that shit. Nigga, your parents fucking controlled that shit. And so you grew up to be the man that you are, which I still think is a respectable man. But people don't understand the situations we grew up in create us as individuals. They say it takes a town to make a village, but if that town is fucked up, then it's going to make me a fucked up individual. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just following you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're exactly right.
For a minute.
Yeah, to give people the backstories. I grew up in a place called Coatesville, PA, which was to give people context. I lived on 4th Avenue. My mom had an apartment, very small, single mother. 5th Avenue is where the gunshots rang out. 7th Avenue is where they sold crack. 8th Avenue is where people got killed. So it was like, I couldn't even go outside and ride my bike. It was just like that. So kind of shelter from people. You know, some people do say I have a single child syndrome, whatever that means. You know, I'm glad that I came up the way I did. It wasn't my dad's intent that he couldn't be around. It wasn't his intent. It wasn't my mother's intent. I don't blame anybody. I have a great relationship with my father. I met him more so in my latter part of my life, like 18 to, you know, it was a spread of 10 years, but then we're really bonded now that I have my own child. So shout out to my dad. So the cool part about life is that regardless of how we come up, the cool part is like, have you ever played Madden before? Because you're wearing Cowboys.
Yeah. I was a Maddener, dog. Yeah, I play Madden all the time.
Right. It's like on Madden. Like if it's too easy, it's not fun. And
right,
I realized, right. And I realized that's what we do in content world. When there's no news, when there's no new thing to cover, we start creating stories about each other because we have to create the feeling of overcoming something, a challenge. And that's what I had to realize. Like, and it's not going to sound sane to anybody because, you know, it's not going to sound sane, but I had to be okay with, because something I learned. Have you seen,
Let me say this real quick. Let me clean this up. It's not going to sound sane to most people because y'all don't do content. So I would support Busy in this shit. We do so much shit that makes absolutely no fucking sense, right? But we got to work too. You know, like just like you got to go to work every day and do whatever it is your job is. If I don't create any content for a month, I don't get paid. I get evicted. So I have to fucking find some shit to create. And so what he's saying right now is some real ass shit. Let this nigga cook though. Like even if a motherfucker react later, I'm about to hold this stream down as long as Busy stays on the rails. But I don't think he's gonna get off the rails because I'm not gonna lead him off the rails. That's not what my responsibility is. If you come on my platform, it's my responsibility to lead the conversation or lead whatever we're doing. And it's my responsibility to lead whatever we're doing wherever I want it to go. So, but what he's saying right now is this nigga is cooking, dog. He's Chef Curry with the pot right now, dog. This nigga cooking. So sorry, Busy. Go ahead, man.
No, you're funny. Is I was going to bring up the example because I think this guy is genius. At first, I was like, I didn't understand his demeanor. There's a guy, they call him, I think, Ninja Turtle. He's like a plumber from Pop the Balloon. Do you watch that show, Pop the Balloon?
No, I don't watch. I mean, I know what you're talking about, Pop the Balloon. I've seen so much of the content because I watch like MTR, you know, mediocre tutorial reviews, or I watch like the nigga who always be like, give me the HBO special, you know what I'm saying, to help a brother out special. I know you know who the fuck I'm talking about. If we're going here, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I watch them niggas. I don't believe the shit that they say because I'm smarter and wiser, but I do watch a lot of that content. That red pill content is what you're talking about. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm laughing because you said HBO is help a brother out. That's hilarious. Yeah, to go back it sounds insane. And I had to embrace it. And there's a character, his name, I think they call him Ninja Turtle from Pop the Balloon. He's also on a show by Erica Mena called Two Ways. And I said, this guy is the smartest marketer I've ever seen. He seems absolutely insane. He wants to fight everybody on the show. He wants to talk back to the women. He wants to always cause a ruckus. And I realized he is the show. The moment he left, the show was over. And I was like, this attention. Yeah, right. And it's like the internet works off of attention. I'm not saying act like a clown, but I had to embrace polarity. And I'm gonna be short about this. The magnets on your guys' fridge, like my son has letters that he puts on the fridge, and some of the letters might not stick anymore. So the letters fall to the ground. But a magnet only works when it's polarized. And what I'm saying is that in order to gain an audience or a following or, you know, revenue, because what is commerce? It's social intercourse. That's literally the definition. So in order to have social intercourse, you got to pull somebody towards you. Of course, you
Right,
say many stories about that because marketing is that. And I had to be okay with polarizing. So long story short, what is the polarizing story that is forever in history? It's, God, devil, hero, villain, Jesus, Satan. There has to be an opposite. And I'll be short about this last part is I'm studying metaphysics kind of lightly. And there's a definition for this thing called existence, what truly exists. And if you look up the definition for existence, it means to stand out. And the only way to stand out is to stand away from what exists. And so how do you do that? You polarize. So it sounds crazy. It looks crazy. But that's why, I do some of the crazy things you guys see me doing online.
So let me give you some shit. You can take it for what it's worth. You don't gotta listen to shit I say, dog. You know what I'm saying? But as somebody who's a follower, a subscriber, and I'm out here with you, dog, I'm literally out here sword fighting or knife fighting in the same ass fucking area you are, just trying to get people to fuck with me. What I appreciate about you is that you articulate shit different than other people. What I don't appreciate is sometimes just go to the point, nigga. Like, I mean, I'm not taking shots. But sometimes when motherfuckers is asking you questions and you're like, hey, I gotta protect my brand. Y'all motherfuckers out here don't understand that shit. Motherfuckers gotta protect their goddamn brand, bro. You gotta protect your brand at all costs. But sometimes you can be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. This is how I feel. And I feel like you can do that shit because you black, nigga. Like, you know how to be like a nigga. But get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't understand it. You're protecting your fucking brand. But it's okay to be a nigga sometimes, dog. Like, once you start acting like a nigga, sometimes, not all the time, it's like here's the difference between me and you, right? And so I hope you understand. I'm not talking shit. Do you understand that shit? Like, I'm trying to tell you, you are one of my goats, right? So understand that before I go to this next part. Nigga, Curtis King would have never talked to me the way he talked to you, dog. Yo, when Curtis was like, what would you do if I showed up at your house? Shoot you? You know what I'm saying, nigga? I live in a red state. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got pistols. I got fucking AKs. I got guns, nigga. Like, I will shoot you. Next question, sir? And like, I wish that you would have, like, people can look at me and think whatever they want to think about me, right? But how did I just respond to that question? I responded to that question like a nigga that's got pistols and guns and I'm not scared of you, right? And so I wish that sometimes with you acted more niggerish because it's okay. Because we're black and it's our responsibility to hold the blackness down at all times, right? So I'm not like my cousins, right? Like, so I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in the most whitest of areas you can. You can literally Google now. I'll let you Google it as I continue to talk. SAC, Strategic Air Command. Google SAC. Google Offutt. That's where I grew up at, right? So I grew up in the place where if there's bombs coming down. So when 9/11 happened, George Bush had to come somewhere. Where do you think he came? He came to SAC because it's in the middle of the country. And so that's where I grew up at. My dad, you're nodding your head because I'm not lying, nigga. All this shit I be talking is the truth, dog. Like, I grew up in the place, Malcolm X. Google where Malcolm X is from, right? Google where Terrence Crawford's from, right? So two of the illest black people that have ever been created in this world, that's where I'm from, right? And so what I'm saying is sometimes it's okay for you to be extra. It's okay for you to talk your shit. Because if you, I want y'all to understand, Busy looking right now, because I know Busy, he doing his Googling, he doing his researching, right? But he finding out, oh shit, you from where black people was from too? I didn't know niggas was from there, But, am I lying?
You're hilarious. I did pull up SAC. I realized you were asking rhetorical questions, so I stopped pulling up stuff because I wanted to give you my attention. But I did look up SAC. What was the first word? Air Command. What was the S stand for?
It's SAC, Strategic Air Command, or fucking Offutt. Google Offutt too. It's the same places. Or Google, where did George Bush go when the towers hit? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is the number one military base in the world, right? And so that's where I grew up, dog. That's where I grew up. And then like my cousins grew up 10 miles down the street, and it's like the biggest projects you can ever think of. It's just as ghetto as Chicago. So Google the worst murder to capita rate in like 2018. I don't know what it is right now. I don't live there. I don't give a fuck about Omaha. But Jack, you can Google the worst murder per capita each year from 2017, and Omaha is one of the top cities like multiple years. And so that's where I grew up. This ain't no play shit, dog. This some real shit. And so I can recognize a real nigga when I see one. Now, this ain't a shot at you. Please don't take this shit. I think that you do a lot of what I do. So again, this ain't a shot at you because I'm saying this is the same shit I do. I don't get on the internet and act all ghetto, right? But I'm funny as shit, bro. You know I'm funny as shit. We've been in this conversation how long? You done laughed how many times, right? I'm funny as shit. But I just want to present music and make the people who watch my channel better at music. I don't want you to follow my channel because you think I'm cool. I don't want you to follow my channel because you think I'm funny. I don't want you to follow my channel for anything else other than music. And I feel like where me and you are so similar is that you do the same shit. It's like, this shit ain't about my personality. It's not about, I'm trying to, look, y'all want tips on music? I'm just only trying to give you tips on music. And I feel like that's what you do. And you catch more hate for that shit than you should, bro.
Right. It's some things, some thoughts I've had, like back in high school, you got to realize a lot of musicians are self-proclaimed rebels. Like they're the dropouts or the people who never went to college. And this is their college, metaphorically speaking. But what did we do in college? We threw milk at the substitute teacher. We threw stuff at the chalkboard.
Let me say this one piece. It's a combination of everybody you're talking about and all the nerds that were in band. And so that's where music is so fucked up, is because you got all the nerds in band trying to collaborate with the people who were rebels. That's the fucked up shit about music. Like that's the stuff that people don't listen to. Or actors like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was a nerd in school, bro. He was a straight nerd in school because he was in drama. And so it's a combination of both of what you're saying, and that's what makes this lane so fucked up, because you have the degenerates, as you were just describing, are all the degenerates, and then you have all the nerds who I don't think they're nerds. I don't think anybody's a nerd. I will stand up for anybody, but you have the nerds, because that's the terminology, who were in band, who later grew up to be the best saxophone player you ever heard, or be the best drummer you ever heard, or whatever the case is. So sorry, go ahead and cook, dog. I didn't mean to cut you off, dog. I'm sorry.
No, I'm as you're talking, I'm synthesizing different thoughts in my head, but you're exactly right. Wow. Online is basically that. I'm saying Weaver because he's just a personality of this, but I think he attracts the contrarians, we'll say, like the rebels. I think, who's more of who would you say is more of like the jock personality of this space, do you think?
That's a hard thought. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but probably me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm Broly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like confident in myself. Like I don't know how much shit you catch. You probably, one thing I appreciate about you is that you watch everything. And so, cause like me, I watch everything, bro. I watch everything. So like like motherfucker, you can't sneak diss me because I've seen this shit, right? But I'm gonna kick raps. There's nobody on this platform that raps better than me that does production content. Nobody. I'm aggressive, bro. You see how I'm on stream right now, and I be drinking, and I be doing all this other shit. Like I'm the jock on this platform. Um, Again, not to be arrogant, but you asked the question, and like, bro, I'm the jock. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the nigga that's gonna fucking score 50 tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga that's gonna dunk on everybody in the building tonight, right? I think that I understand you and Weaver have beef. I think that you and Weaver are both, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm just responding to the question you asked. You and Weaver are both the small forward who's the third man. So like both y'all are like the motherfucker who the spot up shooter. You know, the 3-and-D guy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna D up. Y'all gonna do all this other shit. I'm always gonna talk shit, bro. Like, and I say it like this because the 3-and-D guy is the most consistent guy. So you're consistent as fuck. You're always gonna be consistent in what you say, what you do, how you represent yourself. And the same with Weaver. Weaver's gonna be consistent. He's always gonna be the same, whether it's attacking somebody or not attacking somebody. But he's always gonna be the fucking same, you know. So y'all are the 3-and-D guys, because it's like, no matter what y'all do, it's always gonna be consistent with everything that you do. If you hop into my live stream ain't like my fucking like my videos, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here now, I'm wilding, but I don't while on my videos, you know? So I might go for fucking 35 or 40 or 50 tonight, right? And tomorrow I might score 10 points. So I'm the dude, not trying to sound arrogant or cocky. Again, dog, you're much bigger than me. You're one of my goats. All that shit. All the respect in the world goes to you. But I'm the nigga that's probably gonna fucking score 50 tonight, you know? Like if me, you, Weaver, and Curtis, and Av, and everybody got together, I'm the nigga that's gonna score 50 tonight, you know? But y'all niggas might average 25 points per game every fucking day. And I might average 20. You know, or I might average 10, or fuck it, whatever. We can take myself down because this isn't a me trying to put myself on a pedestal. I might average fucking 5 points per game, but I'm the nigga that's probably more likely to put up 50 than everybody else because I'm willing to take more opportunities and more shots. Does that make sense?
No, as I'm mapping it in my head, you're actually drawing a really good analogy for the people who can't understand from our perspective. I think they can understand from that perspective, which is, that's exactly it. And I think I think the difference to a mindset is that if we all got in a room, me, yourself, Weaver, Curtis King, whoever had issues, Av McCree, and whoever, MG the Future, I think our personalities, me and yourself, regardless of the past, we would all figure out a way to create value together, get along, address the issue, even if we're having differences with somebody else. But I think certain personalities, they wouldn't step in the room. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? They don't want to go back.
Sorry, I agree. I think that there are certain people that, so when you meet people, how can I put this? I'm not trying to call nobody out, so I'm not calling anybody by name. If anybody's been in this stream for hours, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm sorry, I'm not taking shots. I apologize. But there's a difference between people. Like if we get into a room, I don't think that you would back down. But I think that if I get into a room, I'm going to control the room. You know what I'm saying? Based off of me, if that makes sense. And I think that I agree. Like if like MG or Av or all these other people hopped in, I think that we would be able to figure out a situation and into a situation in a positive way, you know what I'm saying, that didn't result in people fighting or ganging up or doing all this weird shit with each other, you know, like I think that we would just figure it out. But I'm so me that I don't think that I would ever get into a situation to where anybody else could control this shit. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's like, I hear you. You control the, this is what I say all the time. I say, folks.
Let me say one last piece.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think that you wouldn't be different. So sometimes as we're talking, I'm not trying to insult nobody. I'm not trying to insult you. You'd probably be the same. You know, you would control the room. So let me just say that as we get to the next piece, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm attacking you and being like, bitch, if you got in the room with me, I'm going to be. I mean, I don't mean it like that, dog. That's not what I'm doing either, you know?
Oh, no. You know what I realized, too? I was doing a music video shoot back when I was showing people how to be an artist for themselves. A lot of people don't know I did like multiple music videos. I live streamed the entire process of making an album. I showed people how to go to New York, Miami, LA, get, models to be in your videos. I did all that. That was in my single life. I just archived those videos because it's not, I'm a family man now. I'm not, I have a child literally across the wall. And I just have to put on a different persona. But something you asked earlier, which I forgot, it just clicked just now, is that the reason I don't give people that type of like aggression, I'll say, is because I realized after a while, I can be a maverick. I can be autonomous. I can be sovereign because I've created my infrastructure. And I understand, like you said, I'm more of a business brain who loves music. But to the person who's following my path behind me, they may not be at a position where they could just quit their job, or they can't do sponsorship deals. So I can't blow it up for the next guy behind me. And I think it comes off.
You literally blew it up for the next guy behind you. But go ahead. Sorry, you blew it up for me. How am I doing what I'm doing? You blew it up for me. You literally blew this shit up for the next guy behind you. You literally did that shit. Talk your shit, nigga. Like you can come up on my platform and be different, dog. You can talk your shit, bro. You can talk your shit.
Yeah, I'll give people just insight on the back end that they don't really see. Like, for example, did you know that Native Instruments raised $53 million and they were advised to put it into content? Did you get an email about how, they could send you a machine even, or like it was all plugins and, hey, get this free plugin? They didn't reach out to say, hey, let's pay you $2,000 for your content that you actually deserve. So that's the type of fight I'm doing behind the scenes. People don't really see.
Yeah, I'm doing shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucking $900 controller. I'm not the other niggas out here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, look at my studio. Like people always reach out to me and they send me shit and they pay me and they do like I negotiate my shit. I think I showed some shit the other day where I had showed like 30 or 40 collaboration offers to be sponsored videos that I turned down, you know what I'm saying, in February, right? So I turned down all this shit, but I get what you're saying. Like they don't do that shit with everybody, but I'm unfortunately I'm one of the ones. But you know why I'm one of the ones? Because I watched your content. And because of some of the shit that you taught me. I'm one of the ones, dog.
Oh, I love seeing that. I love that you have so much experience, too, dealing with so many personalities. You said you hired over, near 3,000 people. You've seen the businessy side. And you could, after a while, you gain an intuition where it's like, okay, this person's trying to get over on me type of feeling. And then you could pass, whereas other people, they don't have that intuition just yet. And they think they could just take every opportunity.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so behind the scenes, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, for example, some examples is melodics. People weren't talking about melodics really until we did a deal with Larry O behind the scenes. I created that deal at NAMM, literally a handshake, and I was like, you should pay creators 80%. The next week, the dude was like, you're right. And they hit up Larry O, they hit up a couple other folks I forgot, and they got their equity. And that's what I'm fighting for, is just if something is literally making kids want something, literally because they just saw it and they're like, I want that now. He deserves the attribution for when they go to sweetwater.com, when they go to zounds.com, when they go to XYZ-pluginshop.com. But the issue is there isn't an infrastructure always set up to attribute the energy back to you. they may watch your video and then go to my video and then go to Weaver video. And then I'm saying Weaver just because he's your friend. And then maybe Weaver will have an affiliate link. I know I'm making this up, but he'll get the credit even though you spawn the entire journey. Right. And I think that's not right. And so that's what I'm fixing behind the scenes, or trying to fix for content creators. So I can't be I don't want to be the Trump of the space where it just ruins it for everybody else, basically.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Like, I kind of see how you maneuver and how you move. And so, again, there's a lot of people in this space, in this area. This is a conversation. We got to do this again, dog. We got to have this same exact conversation again, like tomorrow or the next day, because this is shit people need to hear. Like, you know, like, hey, I seen somebody else get on this platform and fucking shine. And then I got on the platform and then I started shining. And then I started giving y'all all the tips that I got, right? So everything that I know in order to make money, whether it's through affiliate links or whether it's through whatever it is, getting companies to send me whatever it is that I can get them to send me, I learned this shit. And I'm just giving y'all the tips. Work hard and you can get the shit. But there's steps to all the shit, because you got to work with all the companies. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got to work with Arturia. I got to work with Native Instruments. I got to work with Zounds. I got to work with fucking Sweetwater, right? But I got to figure out how I can negotiate whatever I want to do with these companies to a position of I'm not negotiating my real self out of it, right? Cause I don't do that shit, dog. Like, I don't take every fucking sponsorship, bro. I really don't. I probably take 3% of the sponsorships that I'm offered, you know? And so it's like, if I'm only taking 3% and that's how I'm making a living, all y'all can eat. All y'all can eat. Everybody can eat, because I'm only taking 3%. So there's another 97% out there. If you fuck with the company or you rock with them, or it's going to help you put food on your table, there's 97% of these other companies y'all can work with that I ain't working with, right? And I could work with them all. I could do everything. You know, I could probably be a millionaire if I sold my soul. But I'm not willing to sell my soul. But me selling my soul doesn't mean you can't work with these other companies, because it's the opportunity that you're given. So if you get an opportunity, you got 97 or 98% of the other companies that I'm not fucking with. So you can check out their products and you can build and you can grow, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's room for everybody. There's room for every single person in this space. Eat appropriately. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all got to eat. But if you know that you can't drink milk, if you're lactose intolerant, then don't drink milk. Or if you know that you can't, I don't know if that makes sense in the analogy, but like, if you know that this shit ain't good, don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, 100%, which is, you're showing your integrity here, which is, and that's what I fight for too, is if I say X, Y, and Z company, if your marketing is not working and you're coming to people like something, BusyWorksBeats, whoever, it's because we market better than y'all. That's the facts. And if we start to follow your script, it's not going to work. So that's what I'm fighting for, is equity plus our ability to say it in our actual words. Because here's the math, and I'll say this to inspire some folks. You could charge $2,000 to $5,000 a video because you're the person who creates the whole pipeline for a company. There's something called a cost per acquisition and a lifetime value of a customer. So to do the math real quick, let's say Native Instruments their cost per acquisition, let's say it's $20 on Facebook. If they were to pay Mark Zuckerberg, they pay you let's say even on the low end, $2,000 per video. So that's what 100 sales at $20. They made 10,000 units. So they need to move 100 units, period, or else they will flop their entire company. They'll go bankrupt. So 20 times 100 is what? How many zeros is that? 1, 2. That's, or excuse me. Cost per acquisition would be
200,000.
What I meant to say.
2 million is probably.
No, what I meant to say, sorry, was I forgot the average and the average transaction value. So let's say they pay you the $2,000 up front, which means you're basically locking in 100 customers for them. and let's say their average transaction value for that keyboard, you said it was like $1,000 keyboard. So let's say they make, let's say the profit margins on the low end of 50%. That means they're making $500 per keyboard sale. You just created 100 keyboard sales at $500. So how many zeros is that? That's
50,000.
You just created. They're trading you $2,000 for 50,000. That's why 5,000 is not out of the ballpark, because you're only charging them $5,000 for them to walk away with 50. Who wouldn't do that? I would do that 10,000 times in the stock market if I could. That's a 10x.
Right.
You can't get that in the stock market. You can't get that with crypto if you don't know what you're doing. You can't get that in your business, not even on ads. It's because you built the trust with your audience so deeply that they're willing to transact. Again, commerce is social intercourse. You've already built the bond. And that's what nobody can replicate with ads. They can't replicate that with anything they do. So that's why I'm fighting for the value of our content creators, because they're just leaving millions. And it's not their fault. Firstly, it's not anybody's fault. It's these companies trying to take advantage of you guys. Not you, but I'm talking to the crowd.
I get it.
Being ignorant of the back end. I saw the back end numbers. I saw when Sweetwater was bidding $5,000 to $8,000 per episode for our producer TV show we were going to do during the pandemic. I saw the equity. I saw the sales we created for third-party companies and for these big companies. So when people tell me we're not creating millions of dollars of value, I'm like, what are you talking about? I saw these. I hear all the stories. So my point is, I just want the ecosystem to be fair, because right now it's literally slavery what the content creators are doing.
Yo, here's what a lot of people don't realize. So, like, me and you make completely different content, right? Although we're making music content, we don't make the same content, right? It's not the same. It's not an insult to you. It's not an insult to me. You know, like, my shit is more of, like, demonstrations of whatever the music is, versus your shit is more of a tutorial to teach you how to make some shit. But it would be more lucrative for you to do what I did, what I do at this point. But you don't choose to do that shit. And so a lot of times people don't understand. People don't know. People really don't know what the fuck integrity is, dog. They don't really know what. I'm sorry. People don't really know a lot of this shit, right? They don't know because they don't do this shit. Like I don't know what it's like to live Drake's life. I don't know what it's like to live Kendrick Lamar's life. I don't know what it's like to live Baby Keem's life, you know? And I say all three of them because they live life differently. So Drake's up here, the way he lives life. Kendrick's right here. You have no idea what the fuck Baby Keem doing, but he figured out how to work the system. And the system is fucked up because a lot of people don't understand. Everybody's trying to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? At every step. If it doesn't matter. Sorry, I gotta think of how I can say this properly. Look, I don't take advantage of people, but most people in your life is going to try to take advantage of you and get whatever they can get from you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a friend or a cousin or whatever it is, like you see celebrities get famous and rich, and then all of a sudden you hear them tell stories about people hopping out of the woodwork. These companies are the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you start blowing up, these companies is going to come out of the woodwork, and they're going to expect for you as the creator to want to work with them for free or for a market that you don't that's not right, you know? And so us as the creators, we have to say these things, right? So I fuck with companies. I do shit for some companies for free all the time, right? But I don't do it because I owe them anything. I do it because of the relationship with me and the company. Like, they send me all the shits, you know? Like, if Arturia calls me, like, tomorrow, you see the Astrolab. But, like, if Arturia calls me tomorrow and they ask me to do a video, I'm going to be like, hey, let me get the plug-in. I'm going to check it out. And if I don't fuck with it, I'm not doing the video. And then they're always like, all right, that's cool, you know? But since Arturia sends me everything. Like I have everything. I have all the newest Arturia shit. I got the Astrolab. I got the Mark II in the living room. Like I got fucking a bunch of the small keyboards. I got all this. I got everything from Arturia. You know what I'm saying? Like all the software, everything. So me as the creator, I'm more likely to want to do something with Arturia because they, whatever I want from Arturia, they'll do for me. If I'm like, hey, I want to do this beat battle, can you all, give me, 3 copies of analog? They always gonna do this shit for me. So I'm willing to continue to make that relationship continue to work because they work with me and it's some shit I stand behind. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Arturia makes the best, synth emulations on the market. So, like, I'm willing to work with them every time because I honestly believe that they are the best company that does what they do, right? And so the same with Omnisphere. Omnisphere don't even support my channel. They don't. I mean, they've done shit on their IG and shit, and they promoted me and shit. I'm not even gonna hold you, just being real. But Omnisphere don't fuck with me like that shit, right? But I love Omnisphere so goddamn much that I will always say that's the greatest plugin of all time because I believe that's the greatest plugin of all time, So I support this shit that supports me, but in that same time, I support this shit that I love. So if you fall into the lane of the shit that I love, no matter what you send me, I'm talking, I can't lift it up, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's my interface. So I got an i73 Pro Edge from Heritage Audio, right? And I got that, and it's like a 1073 emulation. The first time I used it, I had already had like a Warm Audio 1073. And the first time I used this interface, I was on stream, bro. Like I was doing some shit and I was on stream. I threw my Apollo down the hallway. Dude, I was like, fuck this interface, dude. This shit is bullshit, right? Because I had heard this other interface and I heard how my voice sounded. And there's people out there who could say I'm right or I'm wrong. Okay, that's cool. But I know how I want to sound. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? And the first time I plugged this shit in and recorded some shit, it made me throw an interface that I had for 3 years and absolutely loved down my hallway and never plugged this shit in again. I want to get on the internet. I want to get on the internet and tell people that shit, right? I'm like, the Apollo may cost $1,200, but this Heritage Audio i73 Pro Edge is only $300 more, and I promise you're gonna love that shit. I want to get on the internet and tell people that story. So, you know what I mean? Because that's a real life story. This ain't no for play shit. This is like some real ass shit. So I just do what I do because there's not people who will keep it trill. But to get back what you were saying is that we have to know our value, and there's a lot of people in this space who don't understand you have more value than you think, because don't do free promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do free promotion. Go ahead, cook.
He said cook. Yeah, like for example, just something really basic. Something Jesus said in the Bible. He said, "My people perish because of ignorance," basically. And without that information, they wouldn't know that they can get. For example, your channel, doesn't matter the views, it doesn't matter the subscribers. It's because you built up so much trust.
Let me get one last piece off. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, Busy. I apologize for that. I do free shit and I do all kinds of shit, right? And I do that shit for the people people who watch my channel, 70% of them don't live in the USA. So I understand that people can't afford everything, right? So as I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be contradictory. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, of course I do free plugin reviews or whatever the case is, but that's to make the motherfuckers who can't afford shit get shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't review everything. Like, bro, you can literally hit bedroom producer blog and see I don't hit everything. I don't promote every free product, but I promote shit that I think is cool. So what I'm saying before that is that, look, I still don't promote shit that I don't think is cool, bro. Like, understand what I'm saying? I don't promote shit that I don't fuck with, dog, whether it's paid or free. I do not promote shit on my channel that I think is bullshit. And so, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, dog. Go ahead and cook. Go ahead.
No, that shows your autonomy. It shows your sovereignty. It's you could do what you want. You're at that place where you could do what you want. And, I think what I'm saying is on the back end, when I became an advertiser, like you said, you became an employer. I saw on Facebook when I spent over $400 and some $1,000 on ads, I say, oh, I'm paying 50 cents per click, meaning somebody just watching a YouTube video, one view cost me 50 cents. And I'm like, we're getting paid 0.000, whatever the number is, per view. And even when we deal with these companies, they don't value the fact that they would literally have to take their money to Mark Zuckerberg and pay him $5,000 in order to get, what's that math? 50 cents a view, $5,000 would get you, I don't know how many views, 1,000 views? Am I doing that math right?
I normally good at math, but I don't ask me math right now. Don't ask me math right now.
Right, so you guys could do that at home on the calculator. And my point is, they need to treat us that way. And what I'm saying is, like, when I went live with you, for example, the first thing I did was I shared it to my community tab. Now Arturia is good because they actually respect the creators, but ask a Native Instruments, ask a Sweetwater, ask whoever, Image Line. Hey, I just made a video about your new feature. Can you share it to your Twitter at least? Can you share it to your Instagram? No. Can you share it to the email list? No. You can't put it on the website. You're not going to share it at all. That's my problem with the companies, just starting there.
I'm a little bit different than you are as far as when it comes to thoughts on that shit, because every time I make a video, I really don't want Image Line to share my FL Studio video. I really don't want Arturia to share my video or Native Instruments, because I don't want to grow my brand based off of being like a front man for your company. I just want, if people want to watch the video I'm talking about your shit, they gonna come here and check the shit out. I get what you're saying though. They should share our shit. I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying. I so get what you're saying, bro. Like, if a new plugin comes out for Native Instruments and I do a video for y'all and I spend all this time and effort into getting this video together, I should be on the front page of your fucking website, So like, Native Instruments drops a new instrument every 3 times, 4 times a month, right? Play series or a new instrument or whatever the case is. But I don't want to be your front man. And so that's probably how we look at this shit a little bit different, which is no slight, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying you're wrong, but what I'm saying is I don't want these motherfuckers to share my shit like that, because although I would make more money because it's going to be the front shit of your page, that's not why I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I believe you're building a bond with their people. That's why you give them the tools they need to get started to then hopefully make money with their craft and then reinvest. I understand. I can definitely understand your perspective. And to add to that, going back a little bit, I think there is a difference between brand ambassador, like Elon Musk. He's not doing too well in the public view, but in my opinion, he's a brand ambassador for something called Doge. He puts up that little dog. So he would be a brand ambassador. Now, if Trump mentions Doge at the crypto summit, that's traffic. So I want to separate to the audience. You know, there's a brand ambassador, which is the face of, like the Sanjay C's, the, you know, the in the mixes, the whoever is up front, Larry O, for example. Those are the brand ambassador people, in my opinion. What I mean is that we control traffic, and
Right.
you know, to get that traffic, they would have to pay Mark Zuckerberg a lot of money. So I'm not saying everybody needs to require money because you're building a bond with your audience. I'm just hoping that these companies respect you, not you, but everybody in this realm of what we do enough to understand our value and what we bring. Because, you know, what's the phrase? People don't know what they have until it's gone type of thing.
Yeah. People, you don't know what it's gone until you gone. Yeah. I get the song. Yeah, I get it.
That's all I had to say. Those are probably my final words here. I got to switch over to product development after midnight here. But my last words to everybody.
I'm where you're at. I need to get off here too. You know what I'm saying? It's like midnight. I gotta go to sleep because I got a video I want to shoot tomorrow where I'm like, I apologize to Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sincere apology because I really, you know, like I'm grown, so I understand that we say shit and then other things happen and then you realize, oh, I did the same shit this nigga did fucking 10 years ago. I fucking slandered somebody. I was talking shit. I was calling them. I was talking about their wife. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all this shit. So granted, I don't do it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here to like to be no like, I don't want to break up no happy homes, but I don't want to do none of that shit. But I realized when I know you probably didn't see this stream, but this was a Wednesday. And so I streamed for like 6 hours. And at the end of the stream, I started playing my old school music. And then we got into a point where they were like, not they, me, I control everything I do. So I'm like, hey, I'm about to play these diss tracks and shit. And then I started playing these diss tracks that I made of this dude. But as I'm playing them, it gives me an epiphany. And it's like, bro, you're doing everything that you don't like Kendrick doing in this battle. You did everything. So I'm about to make a video tomorrow where I gotta apologize. Because I was one of the people who was like, this battle's not over. Like Kendrick's up, but he's only up because y'all letting him be up. You know, if we look at the first 2 rounds, the song he did with Future was the first round, right? And then it's Push-Ups. Push-Ups wins that round because Drake got a full ass song off on him versus the Like Us, you know, not Like Us, but whatever, Like That, or you know Like That, or whatever the track was that Kendrick started the diss off. So Drake's up round 1, and then they say Drake and Kendrick and everybody's camp that the AI song from Drake when it was Tupac and it was you know what song I'm talking about?
I forget what it's called, but yeah, that Tupac and man, I'm going blank on the other AI one.
Snoop. Yeah, and so that song wasn't supposed to be in the battle, and neither was 616 in LA, right? And so neither one of them songs counted. Whether they counted or not, that shit was a wash. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was a wash. And so now we're in round 2, and round 2 is fucking Euphoria versus Family Matters, and Family Matters got fucking Euphoria all the way out of here, dog. Like, this nigga Drake responded to fucking everybody, like Rick Ross, fucking ASAP Rocky. But that third verse of fucking Family Matters is one of the dopest verses in hip hop history. It literally is. Like, as a lyricist, like as somebody who writes raps, when he got into that Michael Jackson and Prince, that stanza, bro, that's one of the hardest shit that's ever happened in hip hop, right? But y'all ignored that shit. Okay, so whatever. So now we got to be truthful and we got to be real people. But y'all allow Kendrick to make up, y'all allow Kendrick to do a lot, right? So Kendrick got him out of here with Not Like Us. Like Not Like Us got Drake all the way out of here, right? Like I'm not, I can't even front, dog. I'm from fucking the suburbs and I be crip walking and Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying? I can't hold you, nigga. I can't hold you. This shit's so fire. But Meet the Grams, you lied a lot. So that's not truth. And hip hop is always been disenfranchised music for disenfranchised people. So that means you can't get on your platform and lie. Or like Kendrick dropped an album after that shit and he was like, he said some shit like, I don't like how he put money out in the streets. You know, old boy, you know what I'm saying? It can make niggas crash out or whatever. Kendrick said all this shit, right? But in your diss tracks, you just said that you put money out in the streets for Drake. Dog, what are we doing? Like we're supposed to be real. This is real shit. So I look at the battle so much different. I look at music and all this shit so differently because I do this shit. I was a battle rapper. You know what I mean? Like I was nigga. There's nobody who has better bars than me on this fucking platform who's a producer where we're at. So the way I'm looking at this shit is from the whole perspective, you know? Kendrick murked this nigga, but y'all act like rounds don't count. Like y'all act like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all act like the traditional shit that's always mattered don't count because Drake's a light-skinned black dude from Canada. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel you the same way, and I think we should, because you see that. I don't know if you can see it's actually dark, but that booth right there got some bars for you whenever you want to collab. I think what's cool is not cool. Pardon me about the battles. They turned it from rap into like blackness and whiteness and American and Canadianness. I'm like, what about the actual music in the bars? How'd the battle shift to a culture thing? You know?
Yeah, but here's why I gotta apologize to Kendrick. Because for why everybody else says Kendrick won the battle, I feel like Jay-Z beat Nas. And so I don't think that, although Ether was a fire song, I was on stream the other night and Super Ugly is the most fucking, one of the most scathing fucking, when he told this nigga Nas, I fucking beat with your baby mama and left fucking condoms on the baby seat. Bro, that shit is as nasty as any bar that anybody's ever spit because that shit really happened. Granted, he may not have thrown the condom back on the baby seat. I get that shit. But he was fucking Khalees. That shit really fucking happened. And everybody fucking put a thumbs down to Jay-Z because they were like, you can't say that shit, right? So if it's not okay for Jay-Z to be like, hey man, I was fucking Khalees. I was fucking your baby mama, nigga. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you want to say, nigga, but I was fucking your baby mama. Nigga, that's the most scathing shit in hip-hop history. If we're going to go off of insults, right? And Jay-Z didn't win the battle because they said that he crossed the line. But then we get to 25 years later and we're in this era of people who are, we're in this era, nigga. You know what I mean? We're in this era where people, you know, like look down on all this other shit. How the fuck does this nigga win a battle by calling somebody pedophile, but Jay-Z literally fucked somebody's baby mama and left condoms on the baby seat? You know, like I don't, like where are we drawing the line, dog? What are we doing? You know, like if I fuck bitches, I fuck bitches. If I fucked your bitch and you supposed to be like the GOAT and I fucked your bitch, I should be able to talk about that shit. But y'all canceled me. And y'all said I lost the battle because I crossed the line. And then 20 years later, I'm still listening to hip hop and I'm supposed to believe that Kendrick won because he called Drake a pedophile. Yo, This nigga Jay-Z fucked Nas's baby mama, dog. You know what I'm saying? And left fucking condoms in the baby seat, dog. Like, but what I was going to, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that bar existed. You put me on.
Yo, go watch Super Ugly. I'm going to send you a track tonight. I'm going to send you a track because I had a beef with somebody and I ended up rapping over that Super Ugly. And it's just like punchline after punchline after punchline. So I'm rapping for like a minute and a half, but it's just punchline after punchline after punchline. And that's why I'd be like, there's niggas on this platform, they can't fuck with me. Because like, they can't fuck with me, dog. They can't, I love you, Busy. You're an inspiration to me, but none of y'all niggas on this platform can rap like I rap, Like, bro, I have done some shit, bro. I've hosted battles. I got homies that are in Smack and URL. I've been battling them for yo. Nobody on this platform can fuck with me when it comes to rapping. Producing, yeah. Some of y'all niggas can get me. I mean, I'm not gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the best, nigga. Like y'all niggas, some of y'all niggas can get me. I get it. But when it comes to like the whole package, nobody can fuck with me on this platform. And so like the way I dissect music and I digest music is different because I write music and most people don't write music every day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't write raps every day. Do you?
Nah, I mean, I wish. I want to make more songs.
You probably don't even write raps once a week. And this ain't calling you out. So I just want you to understand. I'm telling you, you're one of my goats. You're the nigga I look up to. So understand what I'm saying. None of this shit's an insult. But you don't write music every day. Or once a week. Probably not even once a week. Just whenever you have to. Am I right or wrong?
I appreciate you. We live stream. I actually do like demo vocals in that booth back there. I'll do like little demo vocals. Now it's not written though. It's not like a whole song though. To be fair, it's not a whole song. So no, technically.
Well, no. That's still writing every day though. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Cause like I freestyle a lot on my streams. You know what I'm saying? So I get off into my freestyle bag and shit. I don't freestyle great no more. I used to be dope, bro. I used to be so sick with freestyles, but now I'm so trash because I don't do it every day. Not saying that you're trash, but I'm saying like I don't like freestyling on stream anymore because I go back and listen to it and I'm like, you should have just wrote a rap. You should have just pulled your phone up and rapped over your shit. So, but I'll let you go. I'll let you go because I know you got to go. You got to do what you got to do. I know it's late, too, because we're in the same time zone. So it's like 12 there. It's 12 here, too. I'm in Atlanta. But
much love to you.
What's that?
I said much love to you. Yeah, I got this long list of crap I got to get back to.
I get it. Oh, this shit was sporadic. People who are watching don't know this shit's sporadic. Like Busy blessed me with the stream because he, I guess he had a couple minutes and he wanted to bless me. So I appreciate him for that. I'm going to hit you up on IG probably tomorrow. Perk Dog, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you and Perk Dog made up too. People don't understand what this YouTube world is like, right? They don't understand that shit. They don't get this shit. I mean, I don't want to get into the whole Perk Dog situation because you got to go. But what did I do? When one of my friends had a problem with you, what did I do? I called you and hit you up expeditiously. And I was like, hey, can y'all fix this shit? Like, he be white peopling. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all get that? Y'all see Busy laughing, but that's exactly what I said to him. And that's the same shit I said to Perk Dog. And I said it to Perk Dog again tonight before he hopped in the stream. I was like, hey, dog, you can't always be white people and with black people because we don't always be white people. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not always here for play. Like you can't nut tap me. You know what I'm saying? Ever. You know what I'm saying? But that's shit that white people do. You gotta be white people, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But don't bring that shit over here, cause I'll fight you. You know, like it's never okay to nut tap a black person.
One thing I will say is that's true. You did immediately message me and let me know. Because at first, I didn't think of it as a big thing to respond to. But then when you reached out, I was like, okay, let me fix this real quick. So thank you.
Yeah, nah. He fuck with you more than you know. He fucks with you more than he fucks with me. So, like, when I reached out to you, it was one of those things where it was like, I didn't even want to call you. Perk Dog, I know you watching because you just super chatted. I didn't even want to call you because I had to be like, I had to be myself. I had to be real. I had to be like, hey, dog, this nigga white people in real time, and he doesn't understand we don't do that shit. Like that video, we don't do that shit. Like that's not, you know, I made 1,000 videos. I ain't never made a video like that, right? And so we don't do the same things, which is not bad or not good. It's just saying that we don't do the same shit. And so when he hit me up, I was like, oh shit, what'd you do? You made Busy block you? Of all the people, you made this nigga Busy block you? He don't block nobody. And he was like, yeah, you know, I made this video, and he sent me the video, and I looked at the video, and I was like, God damn it, dog. I don't want to call this nigga. like, no. You don't understand this shit, Biz. Yeah, I was like, God damn it. I don't want to call this.
I feel you because it's like you don't want to waste like a reach out. I feel you on that. It was really, to me, it wasn't that deep. It was like a block, and I was probably going to unblock. But yeah, Operculum, his sound selection is super unique on our song feedback.
Operculum. Say his name proper. Operculum.
That's how he said it.
Yeah, say his name proper. But sorry.
Operculum. Yeah, Operculum always sent in beats that just sounded so much different. So he stood out a lot. So yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm letting you cook. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah, and I would see him in, you know, I didn't know his intent because I would see him in other streams, like people who opposed me, like Weaver streams, for example. So I didn't know if he was coming with a negativity. I didn't know. So I just was like, I don't have time to figure it out type of thing. But he was always solid. So no, I just appreciate you. Again, that's the integrity nobody sees behind the scenes. You know what I mean? They don't see it. So
right.
That's a true story, though.
They never see none of this shit. And so they think that what they get on the surface is what's happening all throughout, you know? Because Perk Dog, like you just said, Perk Dog has the greatest mixes of anybody who sends in shit to my channel, right? His shit may not be what I'm listening to every day. That's no slight, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't listen to EDM music, dog. That's not what I do. But I can acknowledge, yo, if you mixing shit better than me, I can acknowledge that shit, right? Because, like, the music I make doesn't have to have a great mix. And so Perk Dog makes such good music. And that shit don't matter. I'm about to get off here, and I'm about to let you go because I have to get off here. I have to stop talking because I'll keep talking. So I'm sorry. I don't want it to make it seem like I'm just like cutting you off. Dog, you got to do what you got to do, and I have to stop talking because I'll keep talking.
Oh, no, I guess that was my procrastination. I got this long list of things that I just hope somebody else could, hope my AI could do soon.
I seen it, dog. So I just I know I have to get off, but I want to get on a stream with you again, but I want it to be more planned. So like how we talked tonight, I want to like maybe Sunday or maybe we can do shit where we both listen to our music streams, right? But why don't we do them together?
Like a feedback. Yeah, if you can figure out the audio. My only issue is just figuring out how to like not echo the mic. If you can figure that out, I'm down 100%.
Well, you got to spend 20 minutes with me before we get going so I can figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be like just hop into the stream. Not saying that's what happened tonight. I'm not taking no shots at you. I swear to God. You should understand that shit by now. But if like you can get in here with me like 10 minutes before the stream, I'll figure the audio out. The audio is an issue. I'll figure all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just put a gate on your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Easy peasy. Yeah, March is all about March Madness for me. So I'm open to collabs, product crossovers, like any kind of expansion. This is the month. So you tapped in at the exact frequency. So let's get it, man.
All right, Dari. Well, have a good night, man. Have a good weekend. I'll hit you up probably tomorrow. You know, I don't, you know, what's funny about Busy, which I appreciate too, is that I don't send text. I'm like going to voicemail you. So like if I'm going to talk to you, I'm about to send you a long ass voicemail, but I don't like typing.
You know, it's funny. It's one of my most opposed means of communication is the audio message, but I listened to yours because I was like, okay, Tim. But everybody else, I'm like, why did they send me a voice message? Because I'm on the move so much, I don't have my headphones all the time. So I'm like, I got to quickly be able to open it up, look, read, think. Yeah. So that's just shows how much respect I got for you.
No,
and much love to you.
You know you do, because I literally only fucking voicemail you, and that's what people who don't. I mean, sometimes I've texted you obviously and shit, but like I literally only voicemail you because I'm like, I'm not typing this shit. I got like 3 minutes of fucking voice shit to type. Fuck that shit. I'm just gonna talk that shit out. We're gonna talk it out.
Well, much love to you. I got this long task list, and to everybody watching the replay, subscribe to Sumnsumnsumn Htk. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff in the future, and just listen to what he has to say. He put me onto a lot of stuff, so I appreciate you firstly for that, and secondly for having a lot of integrity. It takes a lot to do that.
I appreciate you for everything the same. I didn't mean to cut you off, dog, because I know a lot of times when you're talking to people and they're giving you props, I appreciate you for all the same reasons, dog. So go ahead and cook before we get off here.
There it is. Just wishing you and your family peace and love and happiness. That's all I wish you guys. Show love, be filled with the spirit of truth, and complete your assignment, guys. And until next time, okay? Peace out, buddy.
Peace. I'm out, bitches. Konnichiwa, bitches. I'm out this bitch, though. I gotta...